Welcome to Seneca Indians Basketball, live on kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show for the Seneca Indians. Now let's join Ben Walcott live on location.
And a pleasant good evening, and we welcome you here to Seneca High School as we get set for a super night of basketball here inside Seneca High School's gymnasium. I'm Ben Wolcott, joined by Coach Darryl Harbaugh. Our studio producer back in the KNEO studios is Daniel Moore. Your countdown to tip-off sponsor, People's Bank of Seneca. It is the Hollister Tigers and Lady Tigers facing the Seneca Indians and Lady Indians. Hollister Lady Tigers come in 1-12 overall. Seneca comes in at 6-8 overall. And Darryl, the Seneca team, very young team last year. They definitely took their lumps last year, but they're starting to find a little bit of a groove, looking for their third straight win here this evening. Well,
yeah, you're exactly right, Ben. I mean, last year they was just basically all about new players. You know, one of them left, and a few of them didn't decide not to play. So Schulte was stuck with Coach Schulte was kind of stuck with a bunch of just all the JV bunch from the year before. And so they played together. They took their lumps last year, and this year they're coming together a little bit. They're hitting some shots on the outside. They're playing a little bit better. They're starting to understand each other a little bit better, and it's not bad.
Yeah, 6-8 overall. Chance to move to 7-8 with a win tonight. Chance to move to potentially, if you can win tonight, win tomorrow night. Chance to move to 500 if you can beat Exeter tomorrow night on the road. Exeter is really the only common opponent between these two teams, as Hollister, that is actually their one win, and Seneca obviously would be looking to win that one tomorrow night as well. So it should be interesting to see what happens here between these two teams as we get going here this evening.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't see Hollister that much. I mean, they were in the Big Eight. Now they've switched over and went to the
Mid-Lakes, if I remember correctly.
Mid-Lake Conference, you know, all that conference rigmarole, you know. But, you know, there's a lot of teams around here that Seneca plays in basketball, and we don't really make it over to the Branson area very much. I mean, that's a long haul. You know, it's a 2-hour drive over there to Hollister. So, no, we don't see them. But Hollister notoriously has been Forsyth, Hollister, you know, Branson. They all been basketball schools for years over there.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like the only time these two teams have, as far as I can see, have matched up was back in 2020, and you have to think they were kind of those crossover games. You know, you had the seventh place team in the West play the seventh place team in the East, 6-6. Yeah. So that's the only time, you know, that Misha since 2009 has had these two teams play against each other. So and Seneca lost that game, if I remember correctly. The final score was 57-37, and they lost that one on the road. And obviously, anytime you go on the road, have a 2-hour road trip, it's hard to win. So it'd be interesting to see what happens here tonight, especially for this Hollister team. Like you said, 2-hour trip, a long bus ride, and, you know, if you're Seneca, you got to take advantage from the get-go.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to get on them early. I've watched them on film. Hollister plays hard. They play aggressive. They're tough down on the inside. Seneca's going to have to block out well tonight to even have a chance to win this game. I know their record is not the greatest in the world. Hollister with just one win, but they played some tough competition. And, you know, they played Monette within 9 points. And they played them hard and down inside, and they're going to be a tough haul for Seneca tonight.
Take a 3-minute timeout. Come back with more of the preview after this. Your countdown to tip-off sponsor, People's Bank of Seneca, here on the KNEO Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
There's an attempt by Satan today to spread rumors among Christians of the world, to take text out of context, to break up Christian friendships, to get Christians to accuse each other.
You've probably seen the kinds of problems Billy Graham just described. Maybe you've even been in the middle of some of them. As divisive as those problems can be, the Bible teaches that followers of Jesus Christ can rise above them.
Before Christ left, he had a last meeting with his disciples, and one of the things he said was this: "A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another."
That kind of love builds a strong bond between people who love Jesus but might not see eye to eye on everything else.
Let's take this Christian love that God has given us. Let's not let a few misunderstandings and differences divide us.
You can learn more about the unity and peace Jesus wants you to experience by visiting us online, findpeacewithgod.net. That is findpeacewithgod.net, and it's from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
You have a 13-point win over Wyandotte and then a 20-point win over Parkview. So, last year scoring seemed to be a little bit of a problem for the Seneca team. It seems like this year, so far at least, it hasn't been as much of a problem.
Well, what you like to see about that at Parkview is that the fact that now it was halfway tight, and Seneca did have a little bit of lead throughout the third quarter and into the fourth quarter, but Parkview had to foul. And the girls went to line and made their free throws down the stretch and stretched the game out. It says a 20-point win, but in reality, they stretched it they got it up to about 10-12, and then Parkview had to start fouling. They stretched it up further, as you should if you can hit free throws, and that's exactly what they happened, something they haven't done in the past.
You look at that Wyandotte game too. They were it was a 13-point victory. You look at the fourth quarter there. That is not the team I'm looking for, but you look at the fourth quarter there, they had a lot of clutch free throws there in the fourth. Yeah, there was plenty missed too, but at the same point, there was a lot of 1-for-2s, which, you need to make your free throws to win games down the stretch, and they were able to do that.
Well, exactly. There's maybe. They're starting, instead of trying to find a way to lose the game, maybe they're trying to find ways to win the game this year. And, last year they was close a few times, and they just kind of blew it coming down the stretch and couldn't get anything going. And now this year, maybe they've tried to figure out how to win a little bit.
Well, and on top of that too, you had a bunch of players last year that probably no offense to them, probably probably shouldn't be playing varsity and should have been playing JV, but that leads to this year's success.
Well, yeah, when you got about 4 girls or your whole varsity leaving, and then you got girls that come in that hadn't had a whole lot of playing time. They're a JV team. And, and now you're sticking them on the varsity level. And like you said, it gets frustrating as a coach. It gets frustrating as the players. And they took their lumps. And this year they've come out on a few ball games where they've down the stretch. They've been able to perform down the stretch. We'll find out here tonight if they can do the same thing.
Should be interesting. You and I were talking off there a little bit about, Hollister used to playing Branson Springfield area where there may be a little more, there's not as many hand checks called is probably the nicest way of putting things. And you have to, Seneca obviously going to be used to that, but you have to wonder if that may take Hollister out of their game if they get in foul trouble here tonight.
Well, they play aggressive, but that's what they're used to. I mean, everybody around here knows that even does anything fall in basketball, the Springfield refs kind of let the body-to-body checks go. Now, little hand checks, the double hand checks, yeah, they'll call them, but the body-to-body banging, they'll let that go down inside. And it's just a little bit more physical game up in Springfield. It's not bad because they're all doing it the same way, and they all know it's going to be the same way. Down here, it's just a little bit more touchy-feely sometimes.
Be interesting to see what happens here tonight. Still about 10.5 minutes away to the start of this one. Your countdown to tip-off sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca, here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network. 3-minute timeout. Back after this.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
And we welcome you back as we get set for action here between Seneca and Hollister. And Daryl, this Seneca team really hasn't gotten Big 8 play rolling yet. They lost to Monette after the Christmas break to start Big 8 play, but they really don't dive into their Big 8 schedule until next week, and then it is very Big 8 heavy to end the regular season. And, they lost to Monette, but you look at their district, Daryl, it's going to be a tough district because right now Cassville over 500, Aurora over 500, Mount Vernon over 500, East Newton is right around 500 as well. So, you could be looking at Seneca as a 6 seed, and they're still doing extremely well.
Still be about 500. Yeah, it's tough. Aurora and Cassville's look like playing some good basketball. East Newton, I know the coach over there, very solid. Monette is streaky. They'll be good at times. And know the coach at Mount Vernon. They'll be well coached. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough district. You're looking right now at Aurora and Cassville being the top 2, but you never know because it's a month away.
Well, the other thing is all these teams, because that is an all Big 8 district, is you have head-to-head matchups. So everybody's going to play each other, and so you'll get your seed meeting, and you'll get, hey, we beat you, we beat you. But that's good and bad all at the same time because you can beat somebody once, but you may have to beat them a second, if not a third time in district play. And you can beat somebody once, but it's always hard beating them 2, if not 3 times in a season.
It is, especially if you're about the same caliber. And you're right. It's all Big 8 district. We all play each other, and it's a knockdown drag-out is what it is. It can be a knockdown drag-out. And I guarantee you, even though Aurora and Cassville's got 2 good records right now, or the better records, don't be surprised because if one of them get knocked out of the tournament or something, because it'll be, like I said, it's tough when you have your conference is nothing but your district. It makes it tough.
And then on top of it, too, Monette is hosting that district again this year, too. So a lot of those teams are going to be very close to Monette. Seneca probably honestly has to travel the farthest, and that's not that far. It's 45 minutes, hour from here.
Yeah, about an hour or so.
To Monette, which isn't terrible compared to some of the places you have to go. But you think about Aurora, Mount Vernon, Monette, 3 of the top teams, Cassville in there too. They're all going to be within about 20, 25 minutes of that district. And they're going to be bringing a lot of crowd to that district. Come district time, it's the end of January, but districts is really only a month away because it's that first week of March, so it's hard to believe. It seems like basketball just started, but yet it's almost ending.
When you get thinking about it, you're a month and a week away or something like that to start districts, and it goes by quick. They play a lot of games, but it seems like a long season, but it goes by pretty quick.
You look at these 2 teams head-to-head. Seneca averages about 39 points a game, Hollister 41. Seneca averages giving up 50, Hollister about 57. So like we said, both these teams very close together. Record, you probably can throw the record out a little bit. Seneca 3-1 on their home floor, Hollister 0-3 on away game sites, not neutral sites, just away games. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here this evening. And Daryl, there was one player for Hollister that you were wanting Seneca to look out for. It was Kayla Hamilton, and she's only a freshman, and that she's going to be – it's kind of like Marilyn Gill. If you're starting as a freshman or getting a lot of playing time as a freshman, by the time they're a senior, if they can progress like most people are able to progress, that she'll be a very good basketball player by the time she's a senior.
Yeah, she's a good player right now, and yeah, they look for her, and she will shoot the threes. It looks like she has the green light at as long as she's past half court, she's got the green light to let it fly. I've seen them shoot like 10 feet behind the 3-point line, shooting the threes out there. She has a green light. You don't get that unless you can play basketball, unless you've got a little bit of skill to you, and I think she does. What I've seen on film, she's the one that's going to give Seneca the most problems.
Should be a fun game here between Seneca and Hollister. About 2.5 minutes until we get the national anthem and starting lineups introduced. We'll give you what we project is the starting lineups here, sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic, so that way I don't have to try and read these in the dark. This is the projected starting lineups for both teams. Like we were talking about for Hollister, a freshman guard, number 11, Kayla Hamilton, a sophomore guard, number 12, Alyssa Danielson, a senior forward, number 15, Hannah Ponder, a senior forward, number 21, Miranda Wollstrom, and a senior forward, number 12, Jordan Escalanta. Head coach Ben West, assisted by Kevin Campbell. And the starting lineups for the Seneca Lady Indians, once again, these are projected. Things can change just due to the fact that, Daylin still fighting an ankle injury, but Daryl said she started against Parkview, so that's kind of what we're anticipating.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if she's starting here or not.
Here tonight, it would be number 0, Olivia Wade, number 13, Daylin Campbell, number 22, Maddie Collinsworth, number 24, Ashton Lannon, and number 44, Olivia Haase. Head coach Drew Schulte, assisted by Evan Hand and Kayla French. If Campbell doesn't start, it would be number 1, Marilyn Gill instead, but that would be the lone change. Take a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll get you the start of the ball game after this on the KNEO Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Marine Center Incorporated is a sponsor of Seneca Athletics. In business since 1979, they offer Mercury and Suzuki motors, along with low boats as well as boat repairs. Located at 4961 Highway 43 in Joplin, Missouri, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 12, and closed on Sunday. For more information, the phone number is 417-781-7450 or online at marinecenterjoplin.com. The Marine Center Incorporated, where the slogan is, your family boating headquarters.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
You've got to have someone that understands what you are doing as a mission. Community bankers are important that way because they understand the community relationships that we have to form to be successful.
I feel like First Community Bank and Myers-Davis, our cultures are so similar. It is all about relationship.
It's a real boon to our community to have a bank like First Community to be supportive of so many things.
They're willing to take a chance on entrepreneurs, which is helpful to make the community grow.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
And we welcome you back as we get set for action here between Seneca and Hollister. Seneca, the home whites, going left to right across your computer screen, or if you're listening in your imagination as we are on the radio tonight, KNEO 91.7 FM, Neosho Joplin, live online, kneo.org, as we're past the top of the 6 o'clock hour. Hollister, the road blacks, white trim, white numbers. Seneca, the home whites with blue and red trim and blue numbers. Wade jumping, and I can't tell who she's jumping against, but it goes to Hollister to start the basketball game.
Yep, there's one you got to stop right there.
As that is Hamilton. Actually, that might be number 10, Kaylee Kramick.
Kramick there, yeah.
And a rebound to Seneca. And it's thrown away.
What in the world?
Yeah, you can. As it is Hollister basketball.
Break here.
As Seneca trying to trap a little bit.
Yeah, they come out the extended 1-3-1 trap.
The ball is stolen away. Hazy with the steal.
No, good pull out. We might have to make some adjustments, man.
As Collinsworth, a 15-footer, no good. That was a good take. Hamble, an offensive rebound, but then dribbles it off her foot. And the rebound, well, they said it goes out to Seneca. Apparently it went off a Hollister foot.
I thought it was a jump ball.
Oh, okay. Could have been a jump ball. As Collinsworth to trigger it in. And the three is no good for Lannon. Fight for the rebound goes to Hollister. In the front court, wide open.
Yeah, that was a little
number
walk there.
15. Hannah Ponder, and then Ponder traveled.
She took an extra step or two.
So it's Seneca basketball. No score in a minute 10 into the contest. As Landon gets it in the front court, and they call a foul on number 10. That is Kaylee Kramick.
Yeah, they come out pressure, hard pressure, Hollister does.
As Seneca inbounds the basketball. Hazy with it for the Lady Indians. Free throw line to Wade. Just go up with it.
Yeah, good shot
she
there.
was wide open. Unfortunately, couldn't miss the free throw line jumper.
Thought she was going to get that tip.
As Hollister in the front court, kick it back out. Wade tipped it out of bounds. It will stay with Hollister. Officials tonight, Bobby Thiel, Derek Price, and Kirk Moore. 6:23 to go first quarter, no score. And Darryl, this is very reminiscent of that Wyandotte game where the scoreboard, or the score, nobody was able to score for the first, two and a half minutes of the game. Ozzy has to get it across the timeline and then lose it out of bounds, poked out of bounds by Alyssa Danielson. Will stay Seneca basketball as they will inbound in front of us, basically.
Yeah, right in front of us. Someone's got to move.
Hollinsworth gets it into Hazy. Hazy drives, lost it, got it back, kicks it back out to Lannon. Lannon going to set things up, swing it left wing side to Collinsworth. Picks up her dribble. She's dead, gets it back to Hazy. Hazy pops the top of the key three, no good. Wade, an offensive rebound, goes back up and kicks it off herself as it was blocked by Hamilton and then kicked out of bounds. No score. 5:40 to go here, first quarter. It's Hollister with the basketball. And Danielson trying to throw it to Kramick, and it's thrown out of bounds. A quiet, cold Monday night here in Seneca. Glad you're inside watching basketball with us. And a night that is only going to get colder as they call a foul.
Number 10, yeah, that's her second one.
Yeah, Kramick, yes, you're correct. Kramick picks up her second, and that's before the ball gets inbounded. So you have a quick sub here. As subbing in is Miranda Woolstrom. So 2 team fouls, and the 2 are on Kramick. Collinsworth gets it into Campbell and now to Lannon. It's a little bit of a pressure here by Hollister has bugged Seneca, Darryl.
Just a little bit, just full court pressure. Coming out of a little box press.
Collinsworth drives, kicks it to Hazy. Hazy free throw line to Campbell. Campbell back out to Lannon. Lannon trying to work around her defender, picks up her dribble, and Wade's right there. And a foul on Hollister is the third team foul. As the foul is on Wallstrom, her first, team's third. Seneca already getting close to that bonus, which may be the only way for.
Oh, I don't know.
There's a left wing three for Lannon's no good, and then it doesn't hit anybody and goes out of bounds. It was an open look off the inbounds pass.
Yeah, it was. It's just an open look. We just haven't. Nobody's hit anything yet.
No score, 3 minutes into the game. See if they decided, since it's cold outside, that the Baskets decided they didn't want to warm up either. As a steal by Wade. Read the pass. Hazy going to try and go 1-on-4. Collinsworth had it tipped out of bounds, and they're going to say it was off of Seneca as Marilyn Gill will checks in for Wade. We're still waiting for our first points of the night.
3 minutes, 15 seconds. We still don't have anything in the bucket, man.
For either team. The way this game's going, the final score will be about 10-6. I think we'll get a little more offense than that, but you never know.
Somehow it's got to break loose sometime.
It's down low in the post, right-handed bank shot up and in for Hannah Ponder. And so it's 2-0 Hollister. Seneca trying to break through the pressure. Gill, you had a 3-on-1 if Collinsworth could have handled the pass. Campbell able to get it, and then Campbell apparently had stepped on that end line. So 2-0 Hollister, 4:05 to go here in the first quarter of play. This game is about as cold as it is outside.
Oh, just nothing going right.
It's a very quiet gymnasium as well at the moment. As nobody, that's a deep three, and that's good. You talked about how Hamilton would able to shoot from anywhere.
Yes.
A timeout by Seneca, down 5-0, 3:50 to go. Here in the first quarter, a 30-second break here on the KNEO Sports Network.
A sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho, serving the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer personal banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, and online banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank. We can do that.
Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, ProLou Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lighthouse Tax Services, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, and Darrell Kayla Hamilton hit that one from near the scorer's table, and they call an over and back on Olivia Hazy. Not one to question officiating, but that one's interesting because Bobby Thiel was in front of us and called it, and Kirk Moore was right next to him and didn't. So they dump it down low in the post, and taking it to the hole was Hassler. She got fouled by Campbell, so she'll go to the line for 2 as Campbell picks up her first. And the lid has come unglued for Hollister. We'll see how long it takes for it to come unglued for Seneca.
Yeah, the way it looks, we can't even get a good shot off.
So the first free throw's nothing but net for Hassler. One more coming. And they call a lane violation on Hollister.
It must have been on the shooter.
Yeah, it wasn't going in anyways, but 6-0 Hollister, 3:36 to go here, opening quarter. Gill in the front court, able to work through the double team, and then is fouled. 4th team foul. That may be the only way for Seneca to get a bucket is to go to the free throw line. as it's the first personal on Kayla Hamilton.
We can't seem to hold the ball long enough to get a shot, Ben.
As Collinsworth to trigger it into Hazy near the timeline. Hazy working against his zone to Gill. Gill pops a three, no good. The long rebound goes to Hamilton. Hamilton in the front court for Hollister, kicks it in the right corner, decides not to shoot the three. Right-handed scoop shot is no good for Woolstrom, and the rebound to Collinsworth. Hazy in the front court, see if she goes coast, dumps it to Gill, and Gill is fouled. So Gill will go to the free throw line for two. So that's the 5th team foul on Hollister. That was a nice pass by Hazy, as it's the first personal on Danielson.
See if we can get the goose egg off the board, Ben.
So first free throw's no good. One more coming. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast. So the second one is good. One
Finally.
for two, so it's 6-1. Got ourselves either a hockey or baseball score, depending on what you prefer. 2:45 to go here in the first quarter. Hamilton fakes the deep three, drives, puts up the runner, no good, and it's tipped, but Campbell able to get it, and then they call it jump ball. And that's one of those where she had it, but you don't bring it down. You want to keep it up high.
You don't bring it down. You don't bring it down right in front of them.
As Campbell checks out, Wade checks in. As they inbound it in off of Lannon, I believe it was.
Yep.
As Hamilton gets the two to go. 8-1 Hollister as Gill is fouled, so she'll go to the line for two more. We'll see who the foul is on.
I think they called on 11.
They did. That's
Hamilton.
her second, and that's a
Hamilton?
big one. Yes.
Wow.
As
I'm
Gill
gonna
to
start
the
punching
line
back.
for two. The first one is good. One more coming. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, all sponsoring the broadcast, is the second one short. 8-2 Hollister, 2:25 to go here, opening quarter. Now that they've gotten some points, see if Seneca can get a field goal here in the quarter. So they're leaving Hamilton out there with those two personals for Hollister.
Yeah, and Seneca's got to be watching where she's at.
The long two is good for Woolstrom to make it 10-2 with 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Gill in the front court trying to get it to Collinsworth. It's tipped out of bounds by Woolstrom. So Seneca to trigger it in right baseline. Collinsworth to trigger it in. Yeah, had Lannon top of the key, get it into Gill instead. Back to Lannon, top of the key. Her three is drained. Ashton Lannon finally gets a field goal to go for Seneca, and it's 10-5. Hollister, 1:40 to go here, opening quarter. Good look there for the Lady Indians. So on the other end, left wing side, faking the three was Danielson. They work towards the right wing side with it now in Woolstrom. Hamilton decides not to shoot the three, now pops the three and misses it short. It goes out of bounds to Seneca.
You got to know where she's at the whole time. Hamilton has the green light no matter where she's at.
I was just going to say, you give her an inch of space, she's going to take it. Hazy loses the ball for a dribble, but it goes straight to Lannon. Lannon going to drive, kick out to Gill. Gill pop a three, no good. But nobody crashes the weak side boards for Hollister. Offensive rebound, three, no good for Hazy. And the rebound to Hamilton for Hollister.
Well, you got what you wanted that time.
So on the other end, another long two is no good. Collinsworth loses it out of bounds, and they're going to say it's off Maddie Collinsworth. So it will stay with Hollister under a minute to go here, opening quarter. 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, the Osho Area Chamber of Commerce sponsoring the broadcast. Hamilton with the basketball. She's going to pop a three, and that's good. Hamilton has 8 of the 13 for Hollister. It's 13-5 Lady Tigers as Gill has the ball poked away from her from behind by Hamilton. It's almost a little bit of a risky play for her just because she has 2 personals.
Yeah, well, Gill didn't know she was even around. They're being a little bit nonchalant with the basketball. They're just...
It's Collinsworth into Gill, top of the key, and she can't bank it in. Rebound to Hamilton again. Seneca getting open looks, just not able to take advantage. Wade pokes it from behind, and it's out of bounds off of Wade.
I don't know. Not the way they played the last 2 games, man. They're just a little bit nonchalant with the game.
Hamilton fakes the 3, dumps it down low, right-handed layup, up and in for Danielson. It's a 10-point game, 15-5 Hollister, 20 seconds to go here in the quarter. Landon has to get it across the timeline, gets it to Hazy. Hazy across the timeline to Wade. Wade fakes the 3, trying to dump it down low to Collinsworth, and it's tipped out of bounds. Seneca does get the basketball. You can get a 2-for-1 here. If you can get a bucket, you get the ball to start the second quarter. In the corner to Hazy. Hazy drives and gets tripped. So Hazy will go to the line for 2, and we'll see who they call it on. So it's the first
15.
personal on Ponder. But we talk about just the difference in officiating. Seneca has been in the bonus most of the quarter, whereas Hollister only has 1 team foul. Seneca only has 1 team foul against them. So here comes the second free throw. Ozzy misses it. Offensive rebound to Gill. Gill going to go back up with it. No good. Rebound to Hamilton. It would count if it went, and the shot does not go to end the first quarter of play. At the end of 1, Hollister 15 and Seneca 6. Back in 60 seconds here on the KNEO Sports Network.
There's an attempt.
Have you heard of virtue signaling? It's when someone snaps a picture of themselves doing something that seems helpful or virtuous, but it's really just used to make them look good on social media.
Yes, I'm up to 500 likes.
You know, a lot of people think they might get into heaven by convincing God that they've done virtuous things. Billy Graham knew that plan would be futile.
The Bible plainly says you can't go to heaven by works.
So, how do you get to heaven? By asking Jesus Christ to forgive your sins and surrendering your life to Him.
That's why Christ went to the cross and paid the penalty and the price of my sins and gave to me eternal life. It is the Lord Jesus Christ's death on the cross and His resurrection that saves us from our sins.
We'd love to tell you more about God's plan for you and how you can have a personal relationship with His Son, Jesus Christ. Learn more at findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
For second quarter action, it's Seneca basketball here to start the second quarter, going left to right on your radio dial.
Yeah, Hollister plays hard down inside. This is going to be a tough game for Seneca.
It's Collinsworth back out to Lannon. To Wade. Wade's a 16-footer, rims out. And the rebound to Hamilton. If you could find a third foul on Hamilton, that would be big. The left-handed layup is up and in for Danielson. Right now, shots are falling for Hollister, and they're not falling for Seneca. Down low to Campbell. Campbell can't get the shot to fall. She had to regather. Hazy is able to come away with an offensive rebound, though. Hazy kicks it to Wade. Wade decides not to shoot and travels. It's one where she needs to decide to shoot the basketball.
Yeah, she's open. I mean, you're open. It's hard to tell you not to shoot the basketball when you're open. Hard as a coach. Seneca backing off their pressure here.
Seneca down 11, 17-6, 7:10 to go here, opening half. The ball tipped around and stolen by Collinsworth for Seneca. Seneca one made field goal in the first quarter, and in the ball game for that matter. It was a 3 by Ashton Lannon. They've had open looks, Darryl. It's not like they haven't had the opportunities. So they call a jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to Hollister as Jordan Escalante will check in for Hollister. Evan at the Neosho Daily News wishes Seneca Indians good luck And a thank you to Lighthouse Tax Services in downtown Seneca, offering personal and business tax filings for Missouri and multiple states. Sponsor of KNEO Radio and the Seneca Indians. Seneca going with pressure, kick it out, a long two, no good. And the rebound tipped around. Campbell comes away with it for Seneca, and they call a foul on Hollister. We'll see who it's on, because that's important, as it's the second on Wallstrom. As Callie Rhodes, Marilyn Gill in for Seneca, Sky Banks in for Hollister. Collinsworth to inbound, into Rhodes. Rhodes near the timeline and has the ball stolen away. It's a 3-on-1. Left-handed layup, no good. Fight for the rebound, goes to Escalante. Shot no good, and Gill comes away with it for Seneca. Gets it to Hazy. So they're trying to trap. Hazy trying to work through that trap. The ball tipped, and it gets it to Collinsworth. Then the ball stolen away. Collinsworth gets it back and gets it to Hazy while she was on the ground.
Yeah.
Gill going to pop a three, can't bank it in, and the rebound goes to Danielson. Hamilton in the front court. That was a nice idea to try and get it to Escalante, but it goes out of bounds.
Full timeout, Ben.
A full timeout. Seneca down 17-6, 5:52. Go in the first half. 60-second break here on the KNEO Sports Network.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the four-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
The Roper Kia Four-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the four states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia Four-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
As 5:52 to go here in the first half. Seneca down 17-6, only one made field goal in the ball game so far for the Lady Indians. Hazy gets across the timeline, trying to swing it to Rhodes. Rhodes almost has it stolen, back to Hazy. Trying to dump it down low to Campbell, fight for it, and they call a jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it with Seneca. Right now, this Hollister pressure bothering Seneca.
Yeah.
Almost a travel by Collinsworth on the inbounds. Gets it into Hazy. Hazy's scoop shot no good. Tipped around, and it goes to Banks of Hollister. Banks in the front court. Swings it to Hamilton. Now in the right corner, Escalante. A long two is good for her. 19-6 Hollister. 5:10 to go here in the first half. As Hazy across the timeline to Collinsworth, almost has it poked away by Hamilton. Those are some dangerous plays by Hamilton with two fouls as Campbell has the shot blocked. Hollister in the front court with Hamilton. Being guarded by Gill, gets a screen set. Swings it to the right corner, nobody guards, but missing the shot is Danielson. Collinsworth in the front court, picks up her dribble to Hazy. Hazy swings it to Rhodes, trying to get it down low to Campbell, and Campbell is fouled. So Daylin will go to the line for two. Seventh team foul, second team foul in the quarter. As we'll see who they call the foul on. The first on Hassler. Campbell taking her time here at the free throw line. First free throw is up and in. One more coming. So majority of the points here for Seneca coming from the free throw line. Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. May visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender, proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. As Campbell goes 2 for 2 as that hits the front of the rim like Darryl talks about all the time, bounces around and falls in.
Exactly, Ben. When you're shooting free throws, you make sure you hit the front of the rim.
19-8 Hollister, 4:20 to go here in the opening half. Tipped by Rhodes, and Haase going for the steal, but it stays with Hollister. Hollister right corner with it, driving is Danielson. Gets it back out, and the two-pointer is good for Sky Banks. 21-8 Hollister, halfway through the second quarter, 4 minutes to go till we hit halftime. Collinsworth to Rhodes. Rhodes trying to bank it in too hard. The rebound goes to Hamilton, and see if anybody can stop her. Drives to the hole and then gets the ball swatted out of bounds. It will stay with Hollister, though. Good recovery there by Haase and Gill to not allow an easy layup. They get it in to Hassler. Kick it back in the corner to Hamilton. That is too wide open. She misses the shot. Rhodes comes away with the rebound for Seneca. It was a 3-on-1, but I don't think Gill was expecting the pass. As Hamilton has it for Hollister. Kicks it in the right corner. Now dump it down low to Escalante. Kick it back out to Hamilton. That is a deep three, and that is good for Hamilton. That makes it 24-8 Hollister. 3:10 to go here, opening half, as the ball tipped out of bounds by Marilyn Gill as Ashton Landon in for Seneca and Hannah Ponder in for Hollister. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, Twitter at KNEO917 Sports. Is in the left corner with it for Hollister is Danielson. They get it back to Hamilton. Top of the key with it now is Hassler. Free throw line trying to bank it in. Campbell comes away with the rebound and a foul on the rebound by Hollister. As the foul is on Banks. That's her first, team's third here in the quarter. Haase with it for Seneca. Gets a screen set right around the timeline. Gets it to Campbell. Campbell in the right corner to Collinsworth, and Collinsworth loses it to Hamilton. As Hamilton will slow things down for Hollister. Up by 16. A long two, deciding not to be shot by Banks. They work it back around to Ponder. Free throw line stolen by Haase. It's 1-on-2. Haase going to drive and is fouled on the play by Danielson, who picks up her second and team's fourth. As Haase will go to the line for two, where she's 1 for 2 today.
I think everything has gone right for Hollister this first half, and nothing's gone right for Seneca.
Well, about the only thing that's gone right for Seneca is they have gotten Hollister into some foul trouble, because Hamilton, Danielson, Wollstrom, and Cremella all have 2 fouls apiece for Hollister.
Yeah, they're going to have 3 and 4 and 5, I think.
As the second free throw is short for Haase, so she splits a pair again, 24-9. Hollister, 2:05 to go here in the opening half of play. As Hamilton with it, swings it right wing side to Banks. Now in the right corner with it is Ponder, decides not to shoot the three, back to Hassler. Left wing side to Hamilton, swings it down low. Nice pass. Fortunate that Banks couldn't get it up, because that was good look there for Hollister. Haase in the front court for Seneca. Gets double teamed, and they call a foul, and if that's on Hamilton, that's 3. They actually call it on Banks.
Yeah, Hamilton wasn't there.
She now has 2 fouls, and Seneca in the bonus. As Haase to the line for 2 more. That's about the only thing that's gone right for Seneca is all the free throw attempts, as the first one's good. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prelude Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine all sponsoring the broadcast, as Haase goes 1 for 2 again, 24-10 Hollister, 1:35 to go, so we hit halftime. Seneca one made field goal in the first half. It was a 3 by Ashton Lannon. Right wing side with it is Betlak. With the foul trouble that Hollister is having, they're having to go deep into their bench as the 2 is up and in for Danielson. Little 15-footer for her, 26-10. Hollister kicks it to Campbell. Campbell not expecting the pass, and it's tipped out of bounds to Hollister. As Hamilton with the basketball for the Lady Tigers. As she gets it across the timeline, Seneca playing a zone here on her as left wing side. Danielson kick it back out, work it around. Hamilton decides against the 3, driving baseline. Little bank shot is no good, and then a fight for the rebound. Hollister comes away with it, but they call a jump ball. They will maintain possession of it with 39.1 seconds to go in the first half as they get it in. Top of the key, work it around to Hamilton. If they fake it to Hamilton, the long 2 is no good, and it goes out of bounds to Seneca. 32.7 seconds to go till we hit halftime. Lannon with it for the Lady Indians. Gets a screen set for her by Wade. Kicks it in the corner to Lannon. Lannon gonna drive, gets double teamed, throws it up, can't get it. Wade gets the rebound, tipped out of bounds by Hamilton, and it will stay Seneca basketball. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, all sponsoring the broadcast as Collinsworth triggers it into Wade, right corner, trying to get it to Campbell, and it's scrummed around. Collinsworth will save it. Hawsey actually is the one that saved it. Down low to Campbell, and Campbell's shot blocked out of bounds. Stay Seneca basketball with 6.1 seconds to go till we hit halftime. Collinsworth to trigger it in left baseline this time. Trying to get it to anybody, into Wade. Wade's shot partially blocked. Collinsworth fights for it. It's tipped around. Campbell can't get the shot off. To end the first half of play. At the end of the first half, it is Hollister 26 and Seneca 10. We will take a 3-minute timeout. Come back with the halftime show sponsored by Prater's Pharmacy here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Many people have a wrong idea of what a Christian is.
Billy Graham.
They think that if a person is one who prays, or who lives by the golden rule, or who is sincere, or one who goes to church, or one who keeps the 10 Commandments, if you did all that.
But it's really much more than that. He goes on to share what the Bible has to say.
You make a choice. You come to the cross of Christ and you choose Him. And you say, Lord, I'm a sinner. Please forgive me. I'm sorry for my sins. And I come to the cross where you shed your blood for me. And I receive you.
If you want to find out what it means to have a relationship with Jesus Christ, there's someone waiting to talk with you now. Call this number anytime. 855-255-PRAY. That's 855-255-PRAY. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10-plus acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
And we welcome you back as we're at the halftime show is sponsored by Prater's Pharmacy. Seneca down 26-10 here at the half, as it should. Still about 6.5 minutes to go till we start the second half, and Daryl talked about it in the pregame show. You have to find a way to stop Kayla Hamilton, and Hamilton, unfortunately, has 11 points there in the first half. But she's not the only reason why Hollister's winning this game.
No, I mean the pressure that Hollister is giving out here that's bothering Seneca. And the Seneca guards are having a hard time handling that pressure because they can't get the ball down inside. With the pressure, hard pressure on the outside keeps the ball from going inside. And that's what Hollister's doing. What have we had? Just one made basket?
Yes.
And, yeah, 3. And then the 7 free throws. It's like Hollister's not used to the little tic-tac stuff that they call down here. They're used to more physical basketball, and that's what we talked about earlier in the show, that they're going to get into trouble sometimes. But I don't know if they're in bad enough trouble because nothing has went right for Seneca and everything's went right for Hollister.
Yeah, Seneca 7-12 from the free throw line. Otherwise, this game would be a lot worse than what it is at this point. As they're down 26-10. Landon had a 3 there in the first half and in the first quarter, and that is the only made field goal for Seneca. And Daryl, obviously the big adjustment for Seneca coming up here in the second half is going to have to be trying to find a way to deal with this pressure of Hollister's.
Yeah, the ball pressure on the outside. Hollister does a good job putting pressure on you, and that's and I talked about that at the first show. They play hard, they play physical, and it's going to be hard for Seneca to get past that, to get the ball down inside.
We'll take another 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the second half for you. The halftime show is sponsored by Prater's Pharmacy here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Cedar Lane Farm and Garden at 143 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca is your local feed dealer and a supporter of Seneca Indian sports. Offering vet, livestock, and pet products, Cedar Lane also carries a full line of farm and garden supplies. For more information, contact Cedar Farm and Garden on Cherokee Avenue in Seneca today. The number is 417-776-8231. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. through 2 p.m. for your convenience. Go Indians! Huddle Springs Church of Christ is bringing you today's ball game. They're a family-friendly church located just a few miles outside Seneca at 19306 Huddle Springs Road. With Sunday morning and evening worship services as well as midweek services on Wednesdays, check out HuddleSpringsChurchOfChrist.org for more information about all the classes and fellowships they offer throughout the week. Huddle Springs Church of Christ, where they say, "We want to go to heaven with you."
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
In life, you have a choice of 2 roads you can follow. One leads to God, and the other away from Him. Billy Graham.
Jesus said there are two roads. There's a broad road that leads to destruction and judgment. There's a narrow road that leads to eternal life.
You have to decide which path you take, and if you choose the wrong one, the consequences are devastating.
Jesus Christ said, "Straight is the gate, and narrow is the way, which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it." He said only a few people are going to be on that narrow road that leads to heaven. The great majority will be on the broad road that leads to judgment and hell. Which road are you on?
The road to eternal life starts when you have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. Find out more at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. And it's from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
And we welcome you back as we get set for second half action here. Seneca down 26-10 here at the half. Daryl, really what Seneca needs to do is get Hollister in more foul trouble than what they already are. There are 4 or 5 different players with 2 fouls for Hollister. Banks, Hamilton, Danielson, Wohlstrom, and Cremella all have 2 fouls apiece. So if you could get somebody, obviously the big one to get in foul trouble would be Hamilton, but if you could get multiples of them potentially to foul out, you might be able to change some things.
Well, you know, foul trouble is 2 fouls going into the second half is not bad. Picking up the third foul, if you can get a third foul quick, then they might have to do some changing and mix it around. But as long as you can keep it at 2 fouls, especially you get deep in the third quarter, you pick up 3 fouls, you know, you're still not that bad. They needed to pick up that third foul in the second quarter, and they just never did do it.
It will be Seneca basketball to start the second half. Going right to left across your radio dial. Hollister, the road blacks, white trim and numbers. Seneca, the home whites, blue and red trim, blue numbers. So it's Seneca basketball here to start the second half. And obviously to win a basketball game, Darryl, you have to have more than one field goal made as a double dribble by Matty Collinsworth.
It is. I do not know. I haven't seen this out of Seneca the last couple of games, but it's just a turnover fest here tonight, Ben. So they're going to have to calm down the second half if they want a chance to win.
It's Hamilton with it for Hollister. You're going to have a very good offensive quarter and force up some bad shots for Hollister as the 16-footer no good, and then Hazy tries to steal it away on an offensive rebounding from Hassler. Goes out of bounds. It will stay Hollister basketball as they'll trigger it in left baseline as they get it in to Ponder.
Seems like it's coming back. Yeah, they're going man-to-man. Seneca is.
Back to Hamilton. Her 3 is short. Campbell fought for the rebound, but an offensive rebound. Hamilton gets it back and gets the sky floater to go. She had 11 in the first half, and now she has 13 as the score is 28-10 Hollister. 7:05 to go here in the third quarter. Lannon kicks it in the corner to Hazy. It's an open 3. That's missed long. Went between the legs of the Hollister player, and Lannon is able to save it for Seneca.
Good hustle there.
Hazy down low to Wade. Wade gets triple teamed. Kicks it back out to Collinsworth. Hazy trying to get it to Wade, and it's fumbled away. As Hamilton with it for Hollister in the front court. Hamilton being guarded by Collinsworth. Right wing side to Kramick. Down low gets double teamed, back out to Kramick. Kramick gonna pop a 3, can't bank it in. Wade tips it around. Hazy comes away with it for Seneca, and Hazy is fouled. We'll see who it's on.
That could be 10.
Which that would be Kramick's third.
No, I think it's 12, number 12.
That's her third foul.
Third foul as well, huh?
28-10 Hollister, 6:25 to go here, third quarter, and sometimes, Darryl, a night's not your night, and tonight it's not Seneca's night.
No, it's not. It's 1-3-1 defense here by Hollister. We can't pass it anywhere. We are throwing the ball away and fumbling it around and through our hands. It's
jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to Hollister. With 6:13 to go here in the third quarter. Hamilton with it. Met by Collinsworth. Fakes the dribble handoff, gets a screen set, swings it now to Hassler. Back top of the key to Kramick. Kramick sat with those two personals. She picked up those two in the first quarter, and she sat the rest of the first half. So she must be one of the more valuable players for Hollister, as the 19-footer is no good, and Wade gets the rebound and a foul on Hassler, who picks up her second, team second.
Yeah, it's a good box out. One thing you can do in man-to-man is you can box out well. Zone's a little different. Zone is hard to box out in sometimes.
Haase swings it across the timeline to Collinsworth. Collinsworth to Wade. Wade left wing side, top of the key to Haase. And a travel on the play by Olivia Haase. Lighthouse Tax Services, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, all sponsoring the broadcast.
Have we turned it over every trip down the floor?
It feels like it.
Yeah, I believe we have. One was a jump ball.
Which basically is a turnover because the possession arrow was Hollister's favor.
Yeah.
Kramick trying to get it back to Hamilton. Hamilton saves it near the scoreboard table. As Hamilton fakes the three and then got caught in the air and turns it over, as Gill and Cordy Hancock will check in for the Lady Indians, in for Wade and Lannon. 5:05 to go here, third quarter, 28-10 Hollister. It's Haase being harassed by Kramick. Gets it to Collinsworth, back to Haase, top of the key, down low to Gill. Left-handed layup is up and in for Marilyn Gill.
Yeah, good pass by Haase down inside.
It's only Seneca's second made field goal of the night. As top of the key, Kramick is not stopped, missed the three, rebound to Campbell. Gets it in the front court to Hancock. Hancock going up, and she gets the layup to fall.
Looky there, 2 trips, couple baskets.
All of a sudden, it's down to 14. With 4:20 to go here in the third quarter. And nobody for Seneca is in foul trouble. Daylin has the one personal as Gill picks up the foul, and they say it's in the active shooting. Hassler 1 for 2. She has the personal as the foul is on Haase, her first, reaching in. So Hassler to the line for 2, where she's 1 for 2 today. Kind of interesting, at least first free throw. It doesn't really matter, as the first free throw is good for Hassler, but they did not put a second person inside the lane. Now they do.
Oh, yeah, well.
First free throw, it doesn't really matter. But
no, it doesn't matter.
So the second free throw is up, and she swishes them both.
Nothing but net.
30-14. Hollister, 4:10 to go here, third quarter. As Hamilton just picked up her third. Her third, team's third here in the quarter. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast. Now she's going to have to be careful as they get it into Gill to Seneca. Back out to Haase. Haase kicks it to Gill. Gets a screen set, working towards the right wing side, picks up her dribble. Almost too tall for Collinsworth. Trying to dump it down low to Campbell. Campbell working hard, can't get the shot off. Hancock the rebound and put back, as Hancock has 4 for the Lady Indians. 30-16 Hollister, 3:40 to go here, third quarter. It's Collinsworth fighting man-to-man against Hamilton. Double team down low, shot no good. Campbell the rebound and strips it to Gill. Trying to get it to Hancock in the front court, and it's stolen back by Hollister. Hamilton going to drive, and her floater no good, and the rebound to Campbell for Seneca. To Gill, to Haase. Hamilton did a good job of stopping and not picking up a third on a charge as Haase shot's blocked. Kicks it out to Hancock. Free throw line to Campbell, and it bounces in. And all of a sudden, shots are starting to fall for Seneca. 30-18 Hollister, 2:55 to go here in the third quarter. Left corner with it is Danielson. Kicks it back to Hamilton. Collinsworth doing a good job on her. Left all alone. Left-handed layup is missed. Tipped around. Offensive rebound for Hollister. That shot no good. Rebound to Campbell. You have a 4-on-2 if you hurry, and then Hazy throws it away. A little bit too aggressive there as Escalante checks in for Hollister, and a timeout by Hollister. 30-second timeout. Hollister up 30-18, 2:34 to go in the third. 30-second break here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians.
In Hollister with 2:34 to go here in the third quarter. I want to thank some of our sponsors: Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, 4 State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce. Kind of interesting here, Darryl. I mean, it's a good quarter for Seneca so far, 8 points in the quarter, and you're only down by 12. You're giving yourself an opportunity.
Well, they switched to man-to-man. This is the first time they played man-to-man all, come out in the second half playing man-to-man. It's kind of got Hollister thumping right now.
As Hamilton only 2 points as the ball tipped out of bounds. It will stay Hollister basketball, but Collinsworth seemed to be doing a good job of following her and getting the help she needs. Seneca going to double-team Hamilton off the inbounds play. So they get it in down low as Seneca had a whole bunch of bodies on the ground, and Wallstrom gets the bucket to fall. And that was just two teammates colliding. Nothing really against Hollister. Hancock back out to Hazy. Hazy swings it to Gill as Bella Middick checked in during that dead ball. Hancock in the corner to Gill, trying to get it down low to Middick, and it's tipped out of bounds by Hollister. It's Collinsworth to trigger it in right baseline. Collinsworth gets it in the left corner to Hazy. Hazy drives free throw line, trying to dump it to Middick and not expecting the pass, and now the ball scrummed around and a jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to Seneca. Everett at the Neosho Daily News with the Seneca Indians. Good luck. A thank you to Lighthouse Tax Services in downtown Seneca, offering personal and business tax filings for Missouri, multiple states, a sponsor of KNEO Radio, and the Seneca Indians. As Hazy and Collinsworth playing catch along the left wing side, trying to get it to Gill in the left corner, tipped out of bounds by Hamilton. Now Collinsworth to trigger it in left baseline, well, not even baseline, left corner to Collinsworth. Swings it down low to Hancock and lost it out of bounds, and she is down in a lot of pain. No foul called. It looks like she got tripped. And so the trainer, Jamie Miller, is going to come over and look at her as she is in a lot of pain. We will take a timeout, come back with 1:25 to go here in the third on the KNEO Sports Network.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
But luckily she walked off on her own power, and somebody subbed in for her. I believe Ashton Lannon did.
What's wrong with you?
As Lannon drives, and the floater up and in for Lannon.
That's a good take right there.
12-point game, 32-20. Hollister, 1:05 to go here in the third quarter.
You need to stop. Cut this thing by 10 before the quarter's over.
As Hamilton gets a screen, misses the three. Offensive rebound putback is no good for Ponder, but Ponder is fouled, so she'll go to the line for two. As we'll see who the foul is on.
You got Bill Medic.
Foul is on Middick, her first, team second.
You got what you wanted, Ben.
It's the first free throw, rattles around and pops in.
You got a missed shot, but you got to block out and rebound.
Second free throw is good as well.
And they are hitting their free throws.
They have only missed one. It's a 14-point game. It's 34-20. Hollister, 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter as ball goes through Maddie Collinsworth's feet. Seneca down 34-20 with 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. It's Hamilton with it. We'll see if Hollister just looks for one shot here. Hamilton drives, gets the ball poked away by Gill, but they're able to save it, and now Gill picks up the foul. Her first, team's third here in the quarter. Nobody in foul trouble for Seneca as you have four different players with one apiece. Seneca had one foul in the first half.
Yeah.
It's Hamilton working against Collinsworth. Can't leave her that wide open. You can't go under, but she missed a shot and a good rebound to Haase. Haase now going to run. See if anybody stops her. She drives to the hole. Good take by Haase, and she gets the bucket to fall. 34-22.
Still 12. Got to get a stop here.
Now under 10 seconds to go here in the quarter. Hamilton pops a three, airballs it, and it goes out of bounds with 3.2 seconds to go. Now if you're Seneca, if you can get a bucket here to end the quarter, that would be big.
Oh, 3.2 seconds.
You have
Not
time,
sure.
And the shot is blocked. To end the third quarter. At the end of three, 34-22 Hollister, a 60-second break here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Finding answers to questions is easier than ever. It doesn't matter how complex or simple your question is, the answer is just a few taps away. Except maybe these kinds of questions.
Who am I? Where did man come from? What is the purpose of man on this earth? Does life have any meaning?
Billy Graham knew the answer to that last question is yes.
There is more to life than death. Jesus taught us the dignity and the importance of being a person. God put us on this earth for a purpose, and our purpose is to fellowship with God and glorify God. And the great need of the human race at this hour is reconciliation to God.
Would you like to know how you can have a relationship with God? We'd love to help. Just call us at 855-255-PRAY. That's 855-255-PRAY. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Up 34-22. As we get set for the fourth quarter, it will be Hollister basketball to start the fourth quarter. A 12-point quarter there for the Indians. They are down by 12. They actually outscored Hollister in the quarter by 4, 12-8.
Well, you're going to have to get it down to about 6 points with about 4 minutes left.
It's down low.
And that's not the way you do it.
Right-handed the layup up and in for Danielson. So that was a nice backdoor cut by her and a great feed by Hamilton. Lannon in the front court to Haase. Haase swings it to Lannon, left corner to Gill. Gill back to Lannon in that short corner. Lannon drives. I don't know how she got that far. Hancock is back in, and Hancock gets the bucket to fall. So that fall, no worse for wear for Cordy. As she has 6, she has provided a spark for the Lady Indians off the bench. If you're Seneca, I mean, they've had a couple open 3 looks. They haven't taken them yet. At some point, you're going to need to start taking some of those. The front court, Lannon with it. And a dangerous pass and a steal by Escalante. Picks up her dribble, gets it to Danielson, to Hamilton, back down low to Escalante, and she is fouled. So she'll go to the line for 2 as Cordy picks up her first and the team's first here in the quarter. We're past the top of the 7 o'clock hour. You're listening to KNEO 91.7 FM, Neosho Joplin. Live online at kneo.org as the first one rims out.
That's a rare one for Hollister.
Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prolube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine all sponsoring the broadcast as she hit the second one. 1 for 2, makes it a 13-point game, 37-24 Hollister, 6:55 to go here. Third in the fourth quarter. Gill with it, right corner. Campbell, free throw line, trying to get it to Cutting Lannon, who was open. Just threw it away a little bit. The ball will go back to Hollister. It's now Seneca coming with some pressure. A different person is on Hamilton. It's Haase on Hamilton now with Collinsworth out of the game. Collinsworth did a good job in the third quarter. She only gave up 2 points to her. Little sky hook, no good. Rebound to Campbell for Seneca. Haase going to work 1-on-2. Haase drives, maneuvers around the defense, and gets the bucket to fall. 37-26 Hollister. 6:15 to go. And a timeout by Hollister. We'll see what they call. What it's going to be.
Looks like it's a 30, so they're both standing up.
6:17 to go here in the fourth. 37-26 Hollister here on the KNEO Sports Network.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce is an organization that exists to make Southwest Missouri a better place to live. That is why they are proud supporters of high school athletics. They understand that the life lessons learned from sporting competition teaches responsibility and discipline and makes our student athletes better citizens for tomorrow. Learn more about local area events online at neoshocc.com. Proud supporters of local school athletics.
Basketball out of the timeout. They get it in the front court, a 2-on-1, bobble it, but Escalante has it, misses the layup, and the rebound to Campbell. Campbell gets it to Lannon.
What you want.
And Lannon is fouled by Escalante, her first, team's first here in the quarter. Campbell Buddicum Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lighthouse Tax Services, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, all sponsoring the broadcast as Lannon is fouled by Danielson, who just picked up her fourth. Team second. So you have a sub as Sky Banks will check in for her. Collinsworth back in for Seneca. Wade back in for Seneca as well. In the front court to Haase. Haase picks up her dribble. Swings it to Collinsworth. Right corner to Wade. Wade drives baseline. Kicking it to Lannon. Almost lost it. Able to somehow maintain possession. Wade with it now. Free throw line to Campbell. Her jumper rimmed out. And the rebound goes to Escalante. That would have been a big bucket to cut it to single digits if she had made it, as Collinsworth back in and guarding Hamilton. So they swing it left wing side, top of the key to Escalante. Collinsworth has done a good job on Hamilton here in the second half as the free throw, as the runner is no good for Escalante, but she'll go to the line for 2 as I think Campbell picks up the foul. They actually call it on Lannon, her first. Team second. But Collinsworth has only given up 2 points to Hamilton here in the second half.
Well, this is where they're killing Seneca on the free throws, Ben. They haven't missed very many of these.
As Campbell checks out, Gill checks in. One more coming for Escalante. Free throw number 2 rims around and goes in. A lot of contact down low on the free throw make, but no call coming. The free throw would have been good anyways, but free throw line, Wade kicks it out to Gill. Gill drives baseline and gets her shot blocked, but she's fouled by Ponder, who picks up her second, team's third. So Gill to the line for 2. as there's 5:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. Comes the first free throw for Gill, and she misses it short. One more coming. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast. As Gill missed them both, Collinsworth an offensive rebound to Lannon. Wade down low, and Wade is fouled. Nope.
She walked with it.
She traveled. So now Seneca going to come with some pressure. 39-26, Hollister. 5 minutes to go here in the game. Hamilton has to inbound it, and they're able to get it in to Woolstrom. Hamilton working against Collinsworth. Gets a screen set. Now she's going to reset things. Right wing side in the right corner with it is Woolstrom. Top of the key to Hamilton. An open three is good. And that's her first points of the fourth quarter. Makes it 42-26. Wade down low, tipped out to Lannon. Trying to get it back down low to Collinsworth, and her shot was blocked out of bounds. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, all sponsoring the broadcast. It's Collinsworth to trigger it in, right baseline. You had Wade posted up and couldn't find her.
Yeah.
Lannon has the ball tipped. Gill saves it off of the foot of Sky Banks as Emery Hassler will check back in for Hollister. Collinsworth to trigger it in for Seneca. In the backcourt to Hazy. Seneca made three in the game, and it was by Ashton Lannon in the first quarter.
Shoot it.
Fakes the three. Collinsworth pulls up from 18, no good. Lannon fights for the rebound and forces a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to give it to Seneca. As Collinsworth will trigger it in right baseline. Gets it into Gill. Gill free throw line. Got tripped and still gets the bucket to fall. I don't know how she got that shot off. Hamilton to inbound. And a timeout by Hollister. It's a full timeout, 3:52 to go in the fourth. Hollister up 42-28 here on the KNEO Sports Network.
I've seen First Community Bank all over, but then to take my stuff to some people that didn't really know me and took a chance, that spoke volume.
I'll always be grateful to First Community and that whole team over at Harrison that helped get me started.
Anytime I need anything, just a phone call away. We're really proud to be with First Community Bank.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Question for Seneca.
She tries.
As that wasn't a jump ball, that was a timeout. I think everybody was confused.
Yeah.
Maddie was trying to make everybody confused, and she almost succeeded. It's Hamilton to trigger it in. Gets it in to Banks. Banks picks up her dribble back to Hamilton. Double screen, and that is a foul on Collinsworth as she just barreled through the defender trying to catch up. As Collinsworth picks up her first, team's third. She had no regard for human life there. Hollister set a double screen, and Maddie said, I don't care. So they get it into Hamilton near the timeline. That's where you kind of need to try and trap her.
Yeah, and they didn't do it.
As Hamilton works left wing side as they switch the screen. Now left corner, an open three is missed. And a foul on the play on Woolstrom, her third, team's fourth here in the quarter. 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce sponsoring the broadcast. Haase to bring it up for Seneca. In the front court to Lannon. Lannon drives, kicks it back out to Haase. Haase drives, lost it on the way up. Collinsworth tried to save it, but she was on the end line. So the ball will go back to Hollister. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on Twitter, X, KNEO917 Sports. As Hollister gets it in to Hamilton. Hamilton gets a screen set for her across the timeline. Nobody stops her, and then Lannon stops her, but she's fouled. So Hamilton to the line for two. As Lannon picks up her second, team's fourth here in the quarter.
Community foul. Oh, go ahead.
Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. You may visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. How is that not a shooting foul? Because Landon is the one that fouled her, and she was in the act of shooting.
Oh, she was on the floor. I don't know, Ben.
As Hamilton with it in the front court for Hollister. Swings it right wing side. It's to Ponder. Haase bumps her, and it doesn't matter now because it's the fifth team foul anyway, so Hamilton will go to the line for two. I knew what I was talking about. As Haase picks up her second personal. A busy week here for Seneca. The girls at Exeter tomorrow night. The boys are here at home against CJ. We'll have Carl Junction broadcast for you tomorrow night as Seneca calls a full timeout with 2:49 to go here in the fourth quarter. 60-second break on the KNEO Sports Network.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
4-2 as Seneca called the timeout before the free throws. This is the first one, I believe.
No, second one.
This is the second. Did she miss the first?
No, she made them
Oh,
both.
she did. You're right. My bad. 44-28, Hollister. 2:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. As Gill with it for Seneca. Picks up her dribble. Ball tipped around. It's still loose, and now Hollister comes away with it. Still have the boys' contest. That'll be 15 minutes after the conclusion of this girls' contest. Scheduled for 7:30, but it might be closer to 7:40, 7:45 tip time of that one. Drew Schulte was calling for an illegal screen there earlier as Hamilton picks up her dribble near the timeline, able to break through it. The pass too tall. It'll go back to Seneca. A thank you to Lighthouse Tax Services in downtown Seneca, offering personal and business tax filings for Missouri and multiple states, a sponsor of KNEO Radio and the Seneca Indians. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on Twitter, X, KNEO917 Sports. 5th team foul on Hollister as Banks picks up her 3rd. So going to the line for 2 is going to be Maddie Collinsworth. Seneca 0 for 2 from the free throw line here in the 4th quarter. Now 0 for 3 as Cordy Hancock back in for Seneca and for Gill. We said a busy week for Seneca as the girls at Exeter tomorrow night, the boys here at home against CJ. We'll have that broadcast for you. That must have hit the rim. It was missed.
Just tipped it.
And so the rebound goes to Hollister. And then the boys are at Diamond on Friday night. We'll have both those games for you tomorrow and Friday night on the website, kneo.org. I believe Friday night's game will also be on the radio as they play at Diamond. So the boys, a busy week, 3-game week. The girls have a 2-game week as missed shot there for Hollister. Rebound to Cordy Hancock. Hancock has provided a little bit of a spark off the bench for Seneca. 6 points here in the game, all in the second half as her shot is able to go up and in. She knew we were talking about her, Daryl. And so a timeout by Seneca, a full timeout with 1:10 to go in the ball game. 60-second break here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Go here in regulation. It is 44-30 Hollister. Hollister has led throughout the contest. They jumped out to a 6-1 and a 10-2 lead and have not looked back as Seneca has brought in some subs and McKaylee Mitchell. Cordy was in, Bella Middick and Callie Rhodes, as well as Bailey Edwards. So Seneca has brought in their JV bunch here to end the contest. It's Hamilton being guarded by Hancock. Hamilton gets a screen set. Reverse layup is no good on a Hancock fight for the rebound. Still no good. Another offensive rebound, no good. A third offensive rebound for Hollister, and now they're going to back things out. As Hamilton gets barreled over by Hancock. Hancock picks up the foul. Hancock picks up her second. So free throws are coming for Hollister with Hannah Ponder. I will say, for the most part, Daryl, Seneca has done a good job on Hamilton here in the second half, especially the third quarter. She only had one field goal. She has 5 points here in the fourth quarter as Ponder goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
That's where they really hurt Seneca, free throw line.
45-30, Hollister, 30 seconds to go in the contest as the ball is poked out of bounds. It will stay with Seneca. Hollister still coming with a little bit of pressure here. Seneca playing basically with their JVs, whereas Hollister still has the starters out there as ball goes away from Bailey Edwards there. See if Hollister bothers taking a shot here to end the contest as they're going to trigger it in.
Well, they trigger on a long pass. They'll take a layup.
So the right-handed layup is missed and then tipped around and out of bounds to Seneca. Yeah, that was a nice inbounds play there by Hollister, Daryl.
They got what they wanted, long pass down the field, down the court, but
down the field, down the court, you know.
Down somewhere.
Seneca basketball here, see if they can get another bucket to end the ball game. As McKaylee Mitchell with it for the Lady Indians. Now to Hancock. Back out to Mitchell, back to Hancock. Hancock pops a long two, misses it long, and the rebound is going to go out of bounds with no time left on the clock. 45-30 is going to be your final score. Seneca falls to 6-9 overall. Hollister improves to 2-12 on the season. We will take a 3-minute timeout, come back and wrap up this contest. You're watching and listening to Seneca Indian basketball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District. Tradition, pride, class.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
Been there when nothing went right and we couldn't do, I don't think they could throw it in the ocean if they was in a boat. And that's just the way it is. And there's some nights that's just the way it is, and that's the way it was tonight.
You look at this Seneca team, only 10 points there in the first half. They finished with 30 on the night. Much better second half, 20 points there in the second half. But really the first half is what did them in. Only one made field goal and 7 free throws. You have to think if they were able to do more, than make one field goal there in the first half, the game could have looked a little bit different. They got it within about I want to say 11 at one point, had a chance to cut it to 8 or 9 with a made shot and just couldn't do it, and that may have changed some momentum at some point.
They got it to an 11, and we talked about it. They need a stop, and they need a big basket to get it in single digits with about 4 minutes left, and they couldn't do it. And I think they run a set play. The Hamilton hit that one shot, hit the 3 on the outside, and I thought, well, that probably just sealed it right there.
Hamilton, the only player between the two teams in double figures. She finished with 18, 8 for Alyssa Danielson. On the flip side for Seneca, you got to love what you saw at Cordy Hancock. Didn't really get as much playing time in the first half. She finished leading the way for Seneca. She finished with 8.
Yeah, no, Cordy's a competitor. She'll get out there and play hard, and she played well tonight. I think that's the only bright spot you got from Seneca tonight. She did got a few baskets, was in the right position at the right time, made a few baskets, and like you said, it's the only good thing you could say about tonight, about Seneca.
And for Seneca, I guess the good news is you get to flush it right away because you have a game tomorrow night at Exeter. And so this is one that probably Schulte is going to say, I don't even know if I want to look at the tape, and we're going to move on from this and hopefully play a little bit better on the road tomorrow night.
Yeah, you just chalk it up as one of those games where you don't show up. I mean, I've been there, I've played them, I've coached them, and it's frustrating, but it happens, and that's what happened tonight for Seneca.
Take another 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll start to preview the boys contest after this. You're watching and listening to Seneca Indian Basketball here on the KNEO Sports Network. The postgame show was sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
If you're a weekend
And we welcome you back. Your countdown to tip-off sponsors here, People's Bank of Seneca, as we get set for Game 2 of this Super Night, as it is the 5-9 Hollister Tigers facing the 5-6 Seneca Indians. I'm Ben Wolcott, joined by Coach Darryl Harbaugh. Our studio producer is Daniel Moore, back in the KNDO studios. I'm Ben Wolcott with you for all the action here tonight, as Seneca trying to get back to their winning ways. Darryl, they had a 3-game winning streak snapped by Wyandotte last Tuesday night, and a busy week, like we said, for the Seneca team. Home here against Hollister tonight, home tomorrow against CJ, on the road against Diamond, and then you really, just like the girls team, you really dive into Big 8 play once you get to next week. Yeah, it's they're playing pretty good basketball, and they couldn't get anything to go at Wyandotte. They're predicated on shooting the threes. They got a few kids that they're counting on to make three-pointers. We don't have the big size inside. Don Brown's the biggest kid we have down inside. So it is, if you can't make threes on the outside, then you're going to struggle. And that's what happened against Wyandotte. We just couldn't make the threes on the outside because we had a bunch of open looks and just couldn't make them. This Hollister team has won 2 in a row, looking for a third straight win. They beat Willow Springs, beat Galena here at Seneca, and then traveled to Blue Eye on Friday night. They have faced a lot of tough competition, and unfortunately for them, they're in a district with Logan Rogersville, so you know that they are going to have tough competition as they get into not only their Mid-Lakes Conference play, but as they get towards their district play as well. Yeah, absolutely. Hollister, like I said, first before the girls' game, those teams down there, Hollister didn't play football. I mean, when I was in school, they didn't play football. About early 2000s, maybe when they started to play. They were a basketball school, and they were tough to beat. And they've had good teams over the years. And these boys, I guarantee you, they know how to play basketball. It's kind of interesting. Like we said, these two teams that, one was part of the Big 8 East, the other part of the Big 8 West. As far as we can tell, these teams have not matched up in recent history. Seneca is 2-1 on their home floor. Hollister 1-2 away from home. Seneca averaging about 54 while giving up 62. Hollister averaging 47 while giving up 65. Should be a fun one here this afternoon. Your starting lineup, sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic, will be coming your way after this 3-minute timeout. You're listening and watching Seneca Indian basketball here on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options, including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10 plus acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
For a long time in my life, I thought the Bible was for someone else and it didn't really apply to me. Boy, was I ever wrong. Everything in my life that had been difficult or defective had been because of me. And when I finally turned my life over to Jesus Christ and accepted Him as my Savior, that's when I began to experience a new life. If you want to speak to someone about beginning a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, call 888-NEED-HIM. 888-NEED-HIM.
Here between Seneca and Hollister, we may have a little bit of a delay here as the clock was working for the girls game, but all of a sudden the clock isn't working here for the boys game, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there, but we'll get you the projected starting lineups once again for both teams. Once again, these are projections on who we think will start for both teams. They may change a little bit here. A junior, number 3, Aaron Dang. A sophomore, number 10, Owen Hauser. A sophomore, number 21, Caleb Donathan. A sophomore, number 23, Riley Wallace. And a junior, number 41, Tyler Carpenter. For Hollister, head coach is Justin Pock. He's assisted by Andrew Garner and Vincent Weber. Now the starting lineups for the Seneca Indians. Number 2, Zane Grotjohn. Number 20, Tyrone Harris. Number 21, Jay Schulte. Number 33, Caden Klaus. And number 34, Dom Brown. Once again, these are the projected starting lineups for both these teams here tonight, as facing some clock issues here inside the Seneca High School, so might have a little bit of a delayed start here between Seneca and Hollister on the boys' side. It's very interesting because the clock was working fine for the girls' contest, but then all of a sudden once they tried to reset it there once the girls' game was over, the clock would not start again. Take another 3-minute timeout, come back with more after this. You're listening to Seneca Indian Basketball here on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
There's an attempt by Satan today to spread rumors among Christians of the world, to take text out of context, to break up Christian friendships, to get Christians to accuse each other.
You've probably seen the kinds of problems Billy Graham just described. Maybe you've even been in the middle of some of them. As divisive as those problems can be, the Bible teaches that followers of Jesus Christ can rise above them.
Before Christ left, he had a last meeting with his disciples, and one of the things he said was this: "A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another."
That kind of love builds a strong bond between people who love Jesus but might not see eye to eye on everything else.
Let's take this Christian love that God has given us. Let's not let a few misunderstandings and differences divide us.
You can learn more about the unity and peace Jesus wants you to experience by visiting us online, findpeacewithgod.net. That is findpeacewithgod.net, and it's from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Malfunctions on the scoreboard, so you're going old school, Daryl. You're using the wrestling scoreboard here, and luckily, if you're following along online, I have my own scoreboard to be easier to see than the one here in the arena. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, Chris Hughes has been doing the scoreboard for years, and when I was coach here, it would go out, and we would have to go reset everything again. And I went down there to see if he needed some help, and trying to remember, he gave up on trying to get it to reset, so he went and got the wrestling clock. We got the clock on the table.
Yeah. That will be interesting to see, just because it's not a place that players or officials are used to, and you don't necessarily have a horn at the end of the quarter either. So.
Well, yeah, you're just going to have to, and the referee's going to have to watch, and it's just going to be different. But, I mean, they'll get used to it.
And you may, they may try and see if they can adjust things at halftime too. You never know. But it is Hollister basketball here to start the contest, going right to left across your radio dial as they missed a three. Rebound to Grotjohn for Seneca. And Zane has been a spark plug for the Seneca team, but he needs some help. And the one difference in the starting lineup here, Daryl, Jagger Wilson starting instead of Tyrone Harris for the Indians.
Well, you're going to have some three production, and we all know they're in a 3-2 zone here, and they're just trying to take the 3-point away and take the 3-point away from Zane. They know he's the main guy, so there's the middle of the zone is usually the open spot.
And number 41, Tyler Carpenter, is a big body down low, so Dom Brown going to have to get some points down low for the Indians.
Yeah, they might have met each other on the football field. I don't know.
Is Wilson going to pop a right wing three? No good. Dom Brown, offensive rebound and putback for the Indians. 2-0 Seneca. 7:05 to go here, first quarter. And I wanted to look at a different scoreboard, and Wilson almost comes away with the steal, but a good job there by Donathan to keep it for Hollister. Hollister, the road blacks with blue trim and numbers, and that is a very dark blue, so they're going to have a hard time seeing down low as the little floater is no good for Carpenter, and a good rebound by Dom Brown. Has it poked from behind, but it will stay Seneca basketball.
Yeah, good block out from Don. Good defense. Made him do his little hook shot off the block. He caught it about a foot or two off the block. That's perfect.
6:39 to go here, opening quarter. Seneca up 2-0. As a cheerleader just went sprinting across the way, and that distracted me. Grotjohn with it for Seneca.
Weakness of a 3-2 is a center.
Kick it out to Wilson. Wilson going to pop a three, no good. And a foul, I believe they're going to call on Caden Klaus. Team's first, and it will be his first. I'm just going to have to wait for announcements because we don't have the player on there, if I'm not 100% on who it's going to be on. It's a little bit different setup here for game number 2, but you kind of roll with the punches as you have them. It's right wing side for Hollister. They drive down low to Carpenter. Little floater up and in. That's not bad defense by any means by Dom Brown. Just caught it too far inside.
You give it to him that far, that deep down inside, then he's going to be tough to handle. Middle of he's got a 3-2 zone here. The weakness is the middle of the deep. On a 3-2 is the middle.
Grotjohn down low to Brown. Had it poked from behind. It will stay Seneca basketball. Grotjohn was flashing open for a second, but a nice recovery there by Hollister. Grotjohn to trigger it into Klaus down low. Kick it back to Grotjohn. Work it around top of the key to Schulte. Wilson, right wing to Grotjohn. He's going to pop a three, and that's good for Zane. You give him, it's kind of like on the girls' team for Hamilton. You give him any kind of space, he's going to shoot it.
Yeah, he was on the sideline, too, just about out of bounds.
As Hollister with it, right wing side. As with it now is Donathan. Works it to Wallace. Wallace in the lane, lost it. And I think they hit it off of Jay Schulte. So Roman Miller checks in for Seneca and for Klaus. Sponsorship this evening, Newmac Electric, British Pharmacy, Prolu Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. They're trying to get him down low. Right-handed bank shot up and in for Donathan. 5-4 Seneca. 5 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Schulte with it for the Indians. Work it left wing side. Schulte drives, kicks out to Wilson. Back to Schulte, top of the key. Got to think if Jagger can hit one or two, he'll get some confidence. As in the corner, Grotjohn fakes the three, does a good job of letting him fly by it, rimmed out. Miller fights for the rebound. It goes to Dom Brown, who gets the right-handed layup. Dom Brown says, thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll take the trash.
4:26 to go, opening quarter. Seneca up 7-4. So they're trying the back door cut. Donathan down low against Miller, left-handed layup, up and in. 7-6 Seneca, 4:10 to go here. Grotjohn gonna drive. Nobody stops him. Finger roll, no good. It's tipped out to Schulte. Schulte in the lane, and he gets the little floater up and in. Seneca gonna have to find people to step up as Tyrone Harris not in yet. About to check in. 9-6 Seneca. 3:50 to go here, opening quarter. As Carpenter with it for Hollister, swings it to Dang. Dang, and Brown pokes it away. Brown in the front court trying to get it to Jagger, and they saw him, I think, a second too late.
Yeah.
As the steal by Donathan for Hollister. Dang with it for the Tigers. Down low. Brown working hard. It's a little floater up and in for Carpenter. I mean, this isn't horrible defense by Dom Brown. Grotjohn, an open left wing three, and it rimmed out. Roman Miller the rebound. Back to Grotjohn. Schulte swings it to Wilson. I think Grotjohn's did everything but fall in.
Yeah, just rattled in. It seemed like a long time. I thought it was going to fall. But
I did too. Grotjohn back out to Wilson. Swings to Schulte. He's going to pop a three. Misses it long, but a long rebound to Schulte. Goes back in and misses it. And then Schulte couldn't reestablish himself out of bounds as Caden Klaus, Tyrone Harris in for Seneca. We have a timeout by Hollister. 2:48 to go in the first quarter. Seneca up 9-8. 30-second break here on the KNEO Sports Network.
You've got to have someone that understands what you are doing as a mission. Community bankers are important that way because they understand the community relationships that we have to form to be successful.
I feel like First Community Bank and Myers-Davis, our cultures are so similar. It is all about relationships.
It's a real boon to our community to have a bank like First Community to be supportive of so many things.
They're willing to take a chance on entrepreneurs, which is helpful to make the community grow.
Seneca up 9-8, 2:48 to go here, opening quarter. Want to thank some of our sponsors: Campbell Bellicum Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lighthouse Tax Services, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, and Cedar Lane Farm and Garden. As it is Hollister basketball out of the timeout. I don't know, Justin Pock, that name is familiar. He was an assistant or a head coach somewhere else before here, because I've heard. He was the head coach at Carl Junction last year, I believe.
Oh, okay.
As driving for Hollister was Mendoza. Gets it to Dang, now back out to Donathan. And now you definitely have a mismatch down low as Caden Klaus is trying to guard Carpenter. If you can get it to Carpenter on the block. Carpenter has it top of the key. That's not a place where you mind getting it, as down low in the post, and a good box out there by Klaus.
Yep.
So the shot was missed by Hauser. Tyrone Harris swings it cross court to Grotjohn. Open three, and that's good for Zane. He's got 2 threes in the quarter. 12-8 Seneca, 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
It was a good find by Tyrone Harris.
Nice
skip
little
pass.
skip pass.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that.
Right across the zone.
As with it, and an offensive foul on Hollister. First team fouls on Hollister. It was either on 12 or 21. I think it was on Caleb Donathan. That's his first.
21.
I think that's who they called it on.
I think so.
There's some subs in for Hollister as
10.
Leighton Donahue checked in. As they're trying to get it to Grotjohn and a steal.
Yeah.
It's a 2-on-1. Nice pass down low,
And
left-handed layup, and it was good, but they called the walk before the made shot. Seneca up 12-8, 1:35 to go here in the first quarter. As Schulte with it for the Indians in the front court. Swings it to Grotjohn. To Harris. I mean, Harris, if he can find that skip pass, that is open, and there's your middle of the zone free throw line jumper, no good. Miller tips it. Grotjohn tried to save it, but it goes out of bounds to Hollister as Dom Brown checks in for Caden Klaus.
Roman Miller.
Oh, in for Roman Miller. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, all sponsoring the broadcast. Hollister has it with Hauser. Hauser drives against Schulte, can't get the shot, but he's fouled. So he'll go to the line for 2. First foul on Schulte, second team foul. 1:05 to go here, first quarter. Seneca up 12-8. First free throw is good. One more coming. Talked about in the first game, the free throw line was a major difference. Hollister made their free throws, Seneca didn't.
Yeah.
Hauser hits them both. Seneca up 12-10, 1 minute to go here in the quarter. As Schulte with it for the Indians, under a minute to go. Harris kicks it out to Grotjohn, left wing three, and that's good. Zane has had himself quite a couple of contests. Seneca up 15-10, 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Well, when you sit there and penetrate like they did, penetrate, make the zone collapse, kick it back out to Zane.
Schulte tipped it, but it was able to go to Dang for Hollister. Back out top of the key, Wallace, right corner Dang, fakes a three, now pops a three and hits a three. As it's 15-13, Seneca, 20 seconds to go here in the quarter. Grotjohn has 9 of the 15 for Seneca. 15 seconds to go here in the quarter. Schulte top of the key, 10 seconds in the quarter. As Harris drives, you got to pop it with 3. Schulte got to shoot it, and that will end the quarter. And that is something that will just be an adjustment.
There's a little whistle over there, but you can't hear it.
Yeah. Seneca up at the end of one, 15-13, a 60-second break here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Marine Center Incorporated is a sponsor of Seneca Athletics. In business since 1979, they offer Mercury and Suzuki motors, along with low boats as well as boat repairs. Located at 4961 Highway 43 in Joplin, Missouri, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 12, and closed on Sunday. For more information, the phone number is 417-781-7450 or online at marinecenterjoplin.com. The Marine Center Incorporated, where the slogan is, your family boating headquarters.
A sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho, serving the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer personal banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, and online banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
Basketball to start the second quarter, up 15-13. I want to thank some of our sponsors. Forest State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Josh Dotson, the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, Jagger Wilson back in for the Indians as Grosjean had 9 there in the first quarter. Left wing Harris with it. Harris, top of the key, picks up his dribble. Back to Klaus. Harris now swings it right wing to Wilson in the right corner to Grosjean. There's your short corner to Klaus, gets double teamed, back out to Grosjean. Trying to get it to Harris, and the ball is stolen away. Harris able to tip it back to Wilson. So Harris did a good job of recovering on his mistake. Now he goes coast to coast, left-handed layup up and in for Tyrone Harris.
Well, that's where Tyrone's best, right there on the run, on the fly.
Seneca up 17-13, 7:10 to go here in the first half.
And we're playing man-to-man. Now they come out in a 2-3 zone.
As Dang with it for Hollister. Working it the right wing side. Hollister, a very young bunch. They only got 2 seniors on this year's squad. Right wing, Dang, open 3, rimmed out. The rebound and putback no good the first time. Second time no good. Third time no good for Carpenter. And finally tipped out of bounds to Seneca. As Roman Miller in for Seneca and Leighton Donahue in for Hollister. Everyone at the Neosho Daily News. Wish the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win. A thank you to Lighthouse Tax Services in downtown Seneca, offering personal and business tax filings for Missouri and multiple states. Sponsor of KNEO Radio and the Seneca Indians. Harris decides against the 3, left wing. Wilson going to pop a 3, missed it short. Harris gets the rebound. Sometimes long shots lead to long rebounds, and Grosjean is 4 threes down in the first half. I don't want to say he's 4 for 4 from 3 because I think he's missed 1, but he has had himself quite the successful first half.
Well, another good job by Tyrone Harris, driving in, collapsing the zone, and kicking it back out to him.
Short corner out, right corner 3, no good, and Roman Miller the rebound for Seneca. Miller in the front court to Harris. Harris, top of the key, drives. Back out to Brown, back to Harris. He's going to pop a 3. No good. Brown fights for the rebound, and a long rebound goes to Donathan of Hollister. As in the front court for Hollister is Donahue. There's Donathan and Donahue, so we'll try and keep them not confused.
Yeah, we don't got him.
Top of the key, Hauser now down low. Back out, little 10-footer, no good. Offensive rebound for Carpenter, and he's fouled by Dom Brown. Brown picks up his first, team's first. Carpenter the line for 2. 5:26 to go here in the first half. Seneca up 20-13.
Even though you're in a zone, Dom Brown sitting in the middle of that zone, he's got to pick him up. You just got to find him.
Free throw is air ball. We're at the top of the 8 o'clock hour. You're listening to KNEO 91.7 FM, Neosho Joplin, live online, kneo.org. One more coming for Carpenter. As he hits 1 of 2 and a timeout by Seneca. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Seneca up 20-14, 5:26 to go in the first half here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
5:26 to go here in the first half. Seneca basketball out of the timeout. Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. They visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, proud sponsor. Seneca Indians down low to Grosjean, trying to get it further down low. Miller got rejected by the rim twice and then tipped it out of bounds. So it'll be Hollister basketball. He did a good job of getting down low, but he got rejected by the rim.
Yeah, I think he got underneath there a little bit too far.
As Hollister with the basketball on Wallace. They kick it out. Right wing three is good for Donahue. It's the second three of the night for Hollister as Grosjean with it for Seneca. Back to Schulte. Swings it to Harris. Harris, free throw line to Brown. Out to Grosjean. Back to Harris. Harris going to pop a three. Missed it short. Fight for the rebound. Miller on the ground. Couldn't get it. And Hollister gets the rebound to Donahue. Now Wallace with it for Hollister in the front court. Swings it left wing side. Work it around in the left short corner to Donathan. Now work it right wing side to Wallace. Work it back to the left. And Donahue, floater no good, but the putback is up and in for Donathan. All of a sudden it's a 1-point game. 2019 Seneca, 4:10 to go here in the first half. Free throw line jumper for Dom Brown is good. Dom's got 6 points on the night, and sometimes that'll get you a little bit out of the zone. Free throw line jumper is left wing side. Donahue, left corner to Donathan. Now right wing, an open three, rimmed out, but an offensive rebound. Putback no good. Another putback in the lane, up and in for Carpenter. And it's those second and third opportunities for Hollister that's killing Seneca.
That's what I was saying, Ben. Dom Brown's got to forget about rebounding and go block him out.
Schultz,
he's the one's hurting him.
Swings it to Harris. Harris left wing three is short. Schulte tips it to Harris, though. See if Seneca can get some second chance points. Down low to Miller, left-handed layup, up and in. Right now, the only person that's hitting a three for Seneca is Zane, but they're getting some long rebounds and getting some second chance opportunities. Short corner for Hollister. Work it back out left wing side. And trying to skip it across, and Harris the steal. Gets it in the front court to Zane. It got tipped, but Zane still got it. Missed the right-handed layup, though. I don't think you can say that tip affected his shot by any stretch of the imagination.
No, he just missed the shot.
As Wallace with it for Hollister. Kick it back out. Carpenter free throw line jumper, and that's no good. And Miller skies for the rebound, and they call a foul on Sinri Mendoza, his first, team's first here in the quarter. Hollister has a hockey line change as they have three different players come in. Hauser, number 24. I don't have a 24 on my roster, so I don't know who number 24 is. So, unfortunately, I can't tell you who number 24 is. Seneca up 24-21, 2:30 to go here in the opening half of play.
Yeah, Jamin Jagger came in, and also Caden Klaus for Seneca.
As Wilson with it for Seneca. Harris checked out, and Miller checked out for the Indians. Schulte back to Wilson. Free throw line to Brown. Wilson, wrong spot, but able to grab it near the timeline. Left corner, Grosjean with it. He's got 12 in the first half, all on made threes. Wilson, top of the key. Right wing to Schulte. It's a screen set and a timeout by Seneca with 1:55 to go here in the opening half, a 30-second break here on the KNEO Sports Network.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Wilson will trigger it in front of us. As Harris checked back in for the Indians out of that timeout, and so did Dom Brown. Harris has been kind of the one that can drive and get the defense to collapse.
Right. He's been doing a great job of driving in, kicking it down, collapsing the defense.
Nice pass down low. Brown can't get the shot to fall, but Schulte able to see Dom Brown down low and get the foul.
There's that middle of the zone, Ben. It's open, and that's the weakness of a 3-2, if you can get the middle of it.
As Donathan picks up his second personal. It's the second team foul in the half as Brown gets the first free throw. These are the first free throws of the night for Seneca. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on Twitter, X, KNEO917 Sports. Seneca up 26-21, 1:30 to go here in the first half. As Dang with it for Hollister, being guarded by Wilson, picks up his dribble.
Back to man.
Works it to Wallace. Wallace swings it right wing side to Hauser. Now with it is Wallace. Got it poked from behind by Grotjohn, but it will stay with Hollister. Hollister down 26-21. 1:08 to go here in the first half of play. They drive, kick it in the corner. Right corner three is good for Riley Wallace. This has been a back and forth first half. Seneca has led throughout. They're up by 2, 26-24. Grotjohn with it for Seneca. Swings it to Wilson. Harris is calling for it across the lane, but doesn't give it to him. Right wing Grotjohn, you gave him a little bit of space, no good. Brown tipped it around, gets it to Wilson. Wilson going to pop a three. I think that got partially blocked.
Yeah.
And the rebound goes to Hollister with 30 seconds to go here in the half. Nobody stops Dang. They work it back around. Free throw line jumper is good for Donathan, and we are tied at 26 with 15 seconds to go here in the half. Now with 10. As they're counting down the seconds, Harris going to pop a three, and that is good to end the first half of play.
No, it didn't. No, my gosh.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Ben. You were down. You were down right, and the kid from Hollister just threw it in right into Schulte. Schulte almost got the shot in.
But they said he did not get the shot off
late
to end the first half. 29-26, your halftime score. The halftime show is sponsored by Prater's Pharmacy. Take a 3-minute timeout. Come back with some stats for you after this on the KNEO Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
Huddle Springs Church of Christ is bringing you today's ball game. They're a family-friendly church located just a few miles outside Seneca at 19306 Huddle Springs Road. With Sunday morning and evening worship services as well as midweek services on Wednesdays, check out HuddleSpringsChurchofChrist.org for more information about all the classes and fellowships they offer throughout the week. Huddle Springs Church of Christ, where they say, we want to go to heaven with you.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10-plus acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce is an organization that exists to make Southwest Missouri a better place to live. That is why they are proud supporters of high school athletics. They understand that the life lessons learned from sporting competition teaches responsibility and discipline and makes our student athletes better citizens for tomorrow. Learn more about local area events online at neoshocc.com. Proud supporters of local school athletics.
Side, and then 8 points down low for Dom Brown.
Well, you can get it to Dom Brown. Dom Brown hit the good shot there at the free throw line. And Dom Brown's got a good shot. The middle of that zone is open. That's when, and Harris does a great job of penetrating. And if Harris can penetrate and kick out to Zane, that's what he's been doing. He got the skip pass and a couple of penetrate pitches out to Zane. And also a couple passes down low, inside down there. But the middle of that zone is open, and you've got to exploit it if you can get the ball to the middle of the zone. Zane doesn't have to shoot it, or Dom Brown doesn't have to shoot it, or Caden Klaus or anybody that gets it down in the middle. All they do is make it collapse. They can kick it back out.
On the flip side for Hollister, 8 for Caleb Donathan to lead them, 7 for Tyler Carpenter, and really you got to find a way. It's just like Seneca. They have the inside-out game going. You got to find a way to stop Carpenter down low.
Well, we went zone for a little bit, and Dom Brown, you just got to tell Dom that you're the middle of that zone, and so is Carpenter. So when the shot goes up, you just don't sit there and block out. You don't just turn around for the rim like you're playing zone. You got to go to him and block him out. If you get beat by the other guys, that's one thing, but Carpenter's their main guy.
Take another 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the second half for you. Halftime show sponsored by Prater's Pharmacy here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Have you heard of virtue signaling? It's when someone snaps a picture of themselves doing something that seems helpful or virtuous, but it's really just used to make them look good on social media.
Yes, I'm up to 500 likes.
You know, a lot of people think they might get into heaven by convincing God that they've done virtuous things. Billy Graham knew that plan would be futile.
The Bible plainly says you can't go to heaven by works.
So, how do you get to heaven? By asking Jesus Christ to forgive your sins and surrendering your life to Him.
That's why Christ went to the cross and paid the penalty and the price of my sins and gave to me eternal life. It is the Lord Jesus Christ's death on the cross and His resurrection that saves us from our sins.
We'd love to tell you more about God's plan for you and how you can have a personal relationship with His Son, Jesus Christ. Learn more at findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
KNEA would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
And we welcome you back as we get set for second half action. The halftime show sponsored by Prater's Pharmacy. Seneca 29-26 halftime lead. And Daryl, you mentioned it in the break, but that was a big three by Tyrone Harris. And if you can get Jagger Wilson to hit one or two threes, that may soften up the zone, because right now anybody knows Zane is kind of the guy to go to, and you got to find a way to soften up the zone so he can have some help. I mean, Don Brown has done a good job tonight. He has 8 to kind of help that, but you got to get some other shooters going to help Zane.
You've got to be able to you've got to be able to hit some shots on the outside, multiple people, and they know it. I mean, and I've seen Jagger shoot the ball last year, shot the ball very well last year, hit some good threes last year, got a good stroke, but it's just like it looks like to me he just got no confidence. If he misses the first one, it's like he didn't want the ball again. And, man, as a shooter, you got to have a short memory. A good shooter has a short memory.
It's been a fun first half. Should be an exciting second half as well, as Hollister will get the ball to start the second half. Seneca up 29-26. Want to thank some of our sponsors here today: New Mac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prelude Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Campbell Bitcomb Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lighthouse Tax Services, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, and Cedar Lane Farm and Garden. Seneca home whites, red and white trim, red numbers. Hollister in the road blacks with red and white trim, and
with the red trim, but it's white trim.
No, there ain't no red in there. My brain.
Dark blue. It's kind of hard to see the numbers sometimes.
Trim there. I don't know where I had my head. My head was somewhere else. Hollister basketball here to start the second half, going left to right across your radio dial. Seneca 29-26 lead to start the second half. Should be one switch for Seneca starting the second half. Tyrone Harris starting the second half instead of.
So is Roman Miller.
Oh, yeah, instead of Jagger Wilson and Caden Klaus. So those are the two switches for Seneca. I believe it's the same starting 5 for Hollister of Dang, Hauser, Donathan, Wallace, and Carpenter.
And here we come back man-to-man starting off third quarter.
Dang with it for Hollister, right wing side, trying to get it down low to Carpenter. Brown trying to cut him off. Now driving in the lane, left-handed layup, no good. Offensive rebound and put back up and in for Donathan. Is Donathan first player in double figures for Hollister. He has 10. Seneca up by 1, 29-28, 7:10 to go here, third quarter.
He works hard on them boards, Donathan does.
And that was a double dribble by Tyrone Harris. So the ball goes back to Hollister. Hollister very even first and second quarters. They had 13 in the first, 13 in the second. Seneca had 15 in the first, 14 in the second. Dang with it for Hollister, working against Harris. Dang going to drive. Spin move in the lane. Shot no good. Good defense there by Tyrone, and he comes away working 1-on-5. Grotjohn in the corner, back to Harris. Harris drives. Skip pass to Schulte, right corner. Schulte back out to Harris. Harris going to drive in the lane, and he can't bank it in. That was a good look. Just couldn't get it to fall.
That's what he does best. He can create, he can penetrate, he can create. He just couldn't get the shot down that time.
Dang picks up his dribble, trying to get it to Cutter, and Schulte tips it to Grotjohn. I do not believe Hollister has led in the game tonight. As Grotjohn in the lane. Nice pass down low. Even better job by Don Brown to let it go late, but then Miller tips it out of bounds. They did everything right but get it in the bucket.
2 of them right in a row. Point blank range, and we can't get the ball in the basket. It's hard to win.
Hollister has a chance to take their first lead again. 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. They're down by 1. Carpenter to Dang, left wing side. Dang, free throw line, picks up his dribble to Donathan. Donathan working against Miller. Good defense by Miller, but that's just a better bucket by Donathan.
Yeah, that's a height size right there over Roman Miller. Good defense. He's at him, but he can shoot right over the top of him.
As Grotjohn swings it to Harris. Harris, top of the key. Thought about driving, free throw line. Nice bounce pass. I think Grotjohn got a little too cute there. He could have gone up with it himself. Instead, tried to get it to Don Brown, who wasn't expecting the pass. And an offensive foul on the play. I believe it's on Donathan. Or that might be Riley Wallace, excuse me. It's the first team foul 23 on Hollister. 33 or 23? I think it was on Wallace, which that would be his 23. First. Yes, that's his first.
Yeah, I didn't know. 23, that's all I knew.
As Harris with it for Seneca. Free throw line to Klaus. His free throw line jumper missed long. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it back out to Grotjohn.
Good board. It was a good shot. You just got to knock those down.
Free throw line, Grotjohn. Floater, can't kiss it in, and the rebound to Carpenter. Seneca has had 4 or 5 open looks and has not yet scored here in the quarter.
Yeah, as a coach, you can't do anything. You've got point blank range shots, and you can't get them in.
Carpenter working against Brown. Carpenter can't bank it in. Miller tips it, and they call a foul on Carpenter away from the ball. His first, team second here in the quarter. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce sponsoring the broadcast. Harris with it for the Indians. Left wing side to Schulte. Schulte going to drive baseline. Little floater is short. Klaus the rebound. Back out to Schulte. Seneca once again, another open look. Can't convert. Grotjohn trying to end the drought. No good. Brown the rebound, and then they cleared the space and is going to get called for the charge. Brown picks up his second, team's first here in the second half.
I think all he had to do was go back up with it. They're frustrated he couldn't get the first ones in. We haven't scored here in the first 4 minutes.
4:10 to go here in the third quarter. Hollister up 30-29. Seneca has had about 5 different open looks that have not been converted. Hollister with the ball and Donathan. Kick it out left wing side. With it is Donahue and a steal. Harris working 1-on-3. Goes up, right-handed layup up and in for Tyrone Harris. Harris needs to have himself a good second half for Seneca to have a chance to win this game late. As Dang loses it out of bounds, it will be Seneca basketball and a timeout by Hollister. It's going to be a full timeout, 60-second break. Seneca up 31-30, 3:50 to go here in the third quarter here on the KNDO Sports Network.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Ball out of the timeout, up by 1, 31-30, 3:50 to go here in the third quarter as Hollister fakes a press and now backs out. Schulte with it in the front court for the Indians. Swings it to Wilson. Wilson now top of the key to Harris. Harris thought about driving. He's going to drive, kick it back out to Schulte. Schulte back out. Wilson top of the key. Back to Harris, right wing side, fakes the three. Trying to skip it to Wilson and a steal by Dang.
Yeah, kind of a lazy pass.
Dang going to go up, left-handed layup, no good, but the foul on Wilson, his first, team second. Jagger did everything he could to block the shot without fouling, but could not. So
he was just making sure he was going to the line to make two. He's going to foul him, but
it's the first free throw, rims around and in.
I think that hit all the parts of the rim and the backboard. Hit the very top of the backboard.
So Riley Wallace checks in for Hollister. Stang missed the second one. We are tied at 31, and that was a good rebound by Tyrone Harris. Harris in the front court. He's going to drive. Kick out to Wilson. Free throw line, Brown. Brown going to drive, spin move in the lane. Back out to Wilson. Jumper, no good. Again, that's an open look.
Yeah, free throw line, 15-footer.
Just can't convert. Right wing, a long two is no good. Brown and Carpenter fighting for the rebound, and Brown able to tip it to Schulte. In the front court to Grotjohn. Right corner, Wilson, open three, no good. And the rebound goes to Wallace. Dang with it for Hollister. Left wing side, Mendoza. Down low. That short corner to Donathan. Guarded by Harris. Back out with it is Donahue. And guarded by Schulte. Down low in the post. Carpenter working on Dom Brown. Little scoop shot, no good. Tipped around. Schulte the rebound. Gets it to Wilson. Wilson gets it to Grotjohn. Excellent job all around by the Indians, and Grotjohn gets the bucket.
Good defense by Dom Brown that time on Carpenter.
Defense by Brown. Schulte a rebound. Wilson an outlet pass and a bucket for the Indians. 2 minutes to go here. Carpenter tries a three, and that is good for Carpenter, and Hollister has a 1-point lead, 34-33, 1:50 to go here. Wilson free throw line, back out to Schulte, left wing to Harris. They leave him open, and that is good for Tyrone Harris. They dared him to shoot it, and he did.
Yep, that's what you have to do.
36-34 Seneca, 1:35 to go here in the third quarter. Donahue with it for Hollister. Down low to Donathan, working against Harris. Kick back out to Carpenter. Carpenter drives, and he gets it tipped away by Harris. Gets it back, goes up, no good on the shot, and the rebound to Wilson. Wilson working 1-on-2. Nice bounce pass to Grotjohn. Left-handed layup. Count the bucket and the foul for Zane. Second straight assist for Jagger. As the foul is on Donathan, his third. You know, Jagger Wilson missing those open shots could be hanging his head, and he has done an excellent job finding Zane on 2 straight possessions.
I'm telling you what, there's great defense by Dom Brown the last 2 times on Carpenter.
The free throw is good for Zane, completes the 3-point play. Seneca up by 5, 39-34, 1:05 to go here in the third quarter. I believe this is the largest lead of the night for Seneca, as an open right wing three is good for Donahue. And the lead just like that back down to 2, as I think Jagger got confused.
Somebody got confused of who they had.
Wilson, free throw line, out to Schulte. Schulte drives, baseline, out to Harris. Harris pops another 3, missed it short. Brown fought for the rebound, and it is out of bounds off of Hollister. Everett at the Neosho Daily News wishes the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win. And a thank you to Lighthouse Tax Services in downtown Seneca, offering personal and business tax filings for Missouri and multiple states, a sponsor of KNEO Radio and the Seneca Indians. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Seneca up 2, and they may be going for the final shot of the quarter. Hollister is going to let them. And now they come and try and double team, and a foul on the play on Hollister. It's the 4th team foul. See, that's the second personal on Mendoza. They wanted a push-off, but they were not given the call. Schulte with it for the Indians. You got to be looking for Zane at some point. Picks up his dribble. Harris almost has it stolen. There's Zane in the corner. It's open, and that is pure for Zane Grosjean. As on the other end, Hollister can't even get a shot off to end the third quarter of play. 42-37 Seneca through a 3. A 60-second timeout here on the KNEO Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Indians!
Start the fourth quarter of play, Daryl.
Coming out in the fourth quarter, let's see, they're up by 5. Let's just see if we can't pound the ball down inside, kick it back out, get some open looks. I know we've had some open shots. We've had some point-blank range shots we can't get in. So let's see if we have a good fourth quarter here.
Seneca up by 5. It's kind of tied their largest lead of the night.
Coming out of the Hollister in a 2-3.
Wilson with it for Seneca. Wilson left wing to Harris. Fakes the 3. Back out, skip pass it to Schulte, right wing side. Schulte picks up his dribble. Grosjean back to Schulte. Now left wing, Harris, an open 3, and that is good for Tyrone Harris. And the supporting cast for Zane has been excellent tonight.
This is what we got to have right here. Seneca be successful. We got to have the good shooters on the outside.
45-37 Seneca, 7:10 to go in the contest. Carpenter with it for Hollister. Nice backdoor cut and the right-handed layup up and in for Donahue.
Jagger got lost again on that one.
Harris, top of the key, swings it to Schulte. Back out to Grosjean. Grosjean had 8 in the quarter. He's got 23 for the game. As I was about to say, he had 20, but then he hits the 3.
Well, he hits it. He threw it to short. He threw it to the middle of the zone into Schulte. Schulte just kicked, and they both collapsed on him, and they kicked it right back to Zane for the open 3.
48-39 Indians, 6:25 to go, and a hand check foul on Tyrone. He picks up his first, team's first here in the quarter. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, Twitter, KNEO 917 Sports. Timeout by Hollister. It's a 30-second timeout with 6:26 to go here on the KNEO Sports Network.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
39 your score, 6:26 to go here in regulation. I believe it's Hollister basketball out of the timeout.
To a 9-point lead. Hollister got to be careful here. Seneca gets a few more fast break runs. Open threes, we could break this game open.
As Hollister gets it into Wallace. Back out to Dang. Dang working top of the key. Dang thought about driving, gets it back to Donathan. Now to Carpenter, left wing side, down low. With it now is Donathan. And the ball tipped away by Jagger Wilson. Grotjohn in the front court, loses it off himself. He was trying to dribble it and dribbled it off himself.
I think he dribbled off of both knees that time. Hit it twice.
Numac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prelude Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, all sponsoring the broadcast. Dang with it for Hollister, top of the key, right wing side to Wallace. Wallace being guarded by Grotjohn. Carpenter calling for it down low, gets double teamed, works through the double team, can't get the shot, and a good big board rebound by Dom Brown. Schulte in the front court being guarded by Dang. Swings it to Wilson, left corner to Grotjohn, back to Wilson as they're going to reset things.
And Hollister goes man-to-man.
As Harris with it now for the Indians, being guarded by Wallace. Gets a screen set for him, fakes the three. You have a mismatch down low. If you could get it to Dom Brown, but Grotjohn takes it instead.
They try to go cover the Dom Brown from the top, and Grotjohn just goes underneath with no backside help.
As on the other end, down low, getting the bucket to fall, plus getting fouled is Mendoza. Schulte picks up the foul, his second, team second. As Mendoza trying to complete the three-point play. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lighthouse Tax Services, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, and Cedar Lane Farm and Garden sponsoring the broadcast. As Mendoza trying to complete the three-point play. Comes the free throw, and he cannot. And Harris saves the rebound and is fouled in front of the Hollister bench. Hollister picks up their first team foul here in the quarter. As the foul is on Donathan. That's his fourth. He's the leading scorer for Hollister. He has 12. And they're going to leave him out there with those four personals with 4:54 to go.
And you roll the dice. You want to win, you got to have your best.
Harris drives, foul before the shot. Second team foul. Donathan was nowhere near that, so
12.
As Donahue picks up his first. And a timeout by Seneca. It's going to be a full timeout, 4:49 to go. Seneca up 50-41 here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Cedar Lane Farm and Garden at 143 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca is your local feed dealer and a supporter of Seneca Indian sports. Offering vet, livestock, and pet products, Cedar Lane also carries a full line of farm and garden supplies. For more information, contact Cedar Farm and Garden on Cherokee Avenue in Seneca today. The number is 417-776-8231. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. through 2 p.m. for your convenience. Go Indians!
I've seen First Community Bank all over, but then to take my stuff to some people that didn't really know me and took a chance, that spoke volume.
I'll always be grateful to First Community and that whole team over at Harrison that helped get me started.
Anytime I need anything, just a phone call away. We're really proud to be with First Community Bank.
Score with 4:49 to go here in regulation. Seneca's biggest lead has been 11. Grotjohn with 25, Harris with 13 to lead the Indians. As Harris wasn't paying attention, and that neither was Hollister, but Zane didn't realize Harris wasn't paying attention as Dang almost lost it, got it back. Hollister driving down low and a foul on the play on Schulte, who picks up his third, team's third here in the fourth quarter. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast. So there was a question on something there, but they get it answered. So they try and get it in down low. Harris tipped it, but they got it to Donathan, did Hollister. Dang with it, left corner. Carpenter trying to post up down low. Brown working against him. Good defense there by Dom Brown.
Yeah, Dom Brown's not letting him post up on the block. That's the key.
Carpenter only 3 points here in the second half. So they're trying to get it to him down low. Little floater in the lane, no good, and the rebound to Tyrone Harris. Harris in the front court for the Indians. Thought about driving and now backs out to Wilson.
There you go. Good decision there. Run the offense, run things, set some plays, set some picks, back cut, back door. It'll open up.
Schulte with it for the Indians. Gets a screen set, top of the key. Drives. Nice pass to Brown. Brown bobbled it, got it back, and got the bucket to fall. Brown's first points of the second half, and the lead is up to 11. 52-41, 3:40 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Nice dish.
It's in the paint, little floater in the lane is up and in for Donahue. As Hollister doing just enough to stick around. Schulte drives. Can't get the shot, but Brown the rebound, left-handed layup up and in. Nice hesitation by Dom Brown. You almost wish you could give an assist there. Well, I know Schulte was going for the shot, but it works as an assist.
Yeah, well, you're penetrating, and who's coming over to stop you? Yeah, the guy guarding Dom Brown, Carpenter. And you throw it up, and then Dom Brown's got the rebound, put it back up and in.
3:12 to go. Seneca up 54-43, a 30-second break here on the KNEO Sports Network.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Score, 3:12 to go here in the contest. Seneca, 3 different players in double figures. Grosjean with 25, Harris with 13, and Dom Brown with 12. It is Hollister basketball out of the timeout. As Hollister will trigger it in. As with it is Wallace, right wing side, driving and missing the shot is Donahue, but he's fouled by Wilson. Wilson picks up his second, team's fourth here in the quarter.
Yeah, Wilson kind of opened the gate a little bit too much that time.
The first free throw is nothing but net for Donahue. One more coming. This to cut it to 9, but right now, Hollister, as he hits them both, they need to start stringing together some stops to have an opportunity. Seneca gets it into Schulte. Schulte in the front court, being guarded, able to get by, and he walked with it.
That was a walk.
So the ball goes back to Hollister. That's one of the stops Hollister needed. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, all sponsoring the broadcast. It's Hollister with it, right wing side, and Donathan. Donathan, free throw line, left wing side, driving is Donahue. They work it back around. Right wing with it, Mendoza down low in the post. Carpenter gets the bucket to fall, and did they call a foul too? Or they're sending somebody to tuck in their shirt. Seneca up 54-47, 2:34 to go. Dom Brown inbound into Schulte. Schulte almost lost it, and it's tipped out of bounds. It will stay Seneca basketball. Other sponsors, 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Josh Dotson, and the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce. The Seneca calls a timeout, a full timeout with 2:30 to go. Seneca up 7 here on the KNEO Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and we're recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Seneca basketball out of the timeout, down by 7, 54, or up by 7, 54-47, 2:30 to go. Grosjean gets it into Harris. That's a dangerous place to inbounds as they get it in the front court to Schulte. Schulte being guarded by Wallace. Nice pass to Grosjean. Spun into traffic, but able to reset things with Tyrone Harris. Seneca up by 7. Harris going to drive. Nice pass, or nice fake pass, I should say. And Harris gets the bucket to fall. You make Carpenter come out and commit to one of them, and he's able to blow by him. So on the other end, little floater in the lane is up and in for Donahue, who has really had himself quite the fourth quarter. He has 8 points in the fourth quarter. Seneca still up by 7, 56-49, 1:45 to go. Hollister going to have to start fouling soon. They have 2 fouls to give before Seneca's shooting free throws. Seneca has only shot 3 free throws all night long. They're 3 for 3. Harris loses it, and it goes to Wallace for Hollister. He drives and loses it off his own foot. It will be Seneca basketball. Seneca 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Hollister, they are 6 of 8. Schulte, nice pass to Dom Brown. Left-handed layup up and in. Once again, Darryl, it's the forcing Carpenter to commit.
Right. Yeah. Penetrate, force him. He has to commit. He has to stop it.
As Mendoza going to drive. Reverse layup, spins out, but a rebound to Carpenter. And Carpenter is fouled plus the bucket as Dom Brown picks up his third. As Hollister not going away quietly as Dang checks in for them. Carpenter 1 of 2 from the charity stripe tonight. I'm not sure.
He was on the wrong line. He was on the volleyball line instead of the free throw line.
I was wondering what happened. As the free throw is up, and he missed it short, but an offensive rebound for Mendoza, and then a steal by Tyrone Harris. They're going to have to foul. That might be too quick a shot. Yeah. Hollister gets the rebound, down by 7. 58-51, Seneca, 40 seconds to go. Dang in the right corner, driving to the hole, and his shot was blocked by Grosjean. Grosjean is small, and sometimes I wonder how he gets some of those shot blocks.
Well,
as Wallace checks in for Hollister.
He's not that small. He's just got long arms and long legs. There ain't a whole lot of body to him.
As Donathan to trigger it in. They're probably going for a 3. In the left corner, driving baseline, left-handed layup up and in for Donahue. And the lead's cut to 5. And now Hollister going to have to start fouling with 20 seconds to go. Schulte in the front court. And they are not fouling, down by 5.
I don't know what the deal is.
Harris, and there's a foul. As the foul is going to be on Donahue, his second, team's third. They still have one more foul to give with 9.7 seconds to go.
It's almost, you think it's a little bit too late because it's
Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. You may visit a branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. And a thank you to Lighthouse Tax Services in downtown Seneca, offering personal and business tax filings for Missouri and multiple states. Sponsor of KNEO Radio and the Seneca Indians. As fouling out is Donathan. That's his 5th. He struggled in the second half. He only had 4 points in the second half. He finished with 12.
Yeah.
As Wallace checks in for him. Seneca triggered in, 7.5 seconds to go. Contest into Schulte, and Schulte is fouled by Wallace, his second. So 2 free throws coming for Jay Schulte. These are only free throws number 4 and 5 for the Indians on the night. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ballgame schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on Twitter, X at KNEO917 Sports. Seneca at home tomorrow against Carl Junction, on the road Diamond on Friday as Schulte goes 2 of 2. And that should seal it. 60-53 Seneca with 3 seconds to go, and they may not even get a shot off to end the ball game, and they do not. Seneca improves to 500 on the season. They improve to 6-6 overall. Hollister falls to 5-10 on the year. 60-53, your final score. The postgame show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. After this break here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians! The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District. Tradition, pride, class.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
Tonight, and especially Hollister got into desperation zone. They went man. They went man to man. Well, they couldn't stay with us on the outside. We penetrate, and the Carpenter kid had to come off Don Brown. We dump it back Don Brown. He scores easy baskets down inside. That's what you got to have. You got to have that outside inside game. And that's what happened in the fourth quarter.
And you got to give Jagger Wilson a bunch of credit because the shot wasn't falling for him, but he didn't put his head down. He had a couple of excellent assists there in the third quarter when Seneca was finally able to space it out a little bit and really kind of mini pull away there in the third and fourth quarter on some assists that weren't that easy. He had some excellent reads.
Oh, and stayed with it and did a good job. Good job. I mean, he plays hard. And you can't, as a shooter, and I know he's a good shooter. I've seen him shoot the ball. He's got to be able to let that go. As like, good shooters, they got short memories, and that's what you have to do. And one of these days, it's going to start clicking.
25 for Grotjohn, 15 for Harris, 14 for Don Brown. On the flip side for Hollister, they also had 3 players in double figures. Donahue had 16, and he had 10 of them there in the fourth quarter. But like you said, Daryl, desperation mode. 14 for Carpenter, but 7 in the first half, 7 in the second half. Much better job there by Seneca on Carpenter in the second half, and Donathan struggled there in the second half as well. He finished with 12.
We always say this, defense starts your offense. Don Brown down inside against the big kid, the Carpenter kid. Great defense, got the rebounds, kicked it out, got a few fast break points, and that just started us off in the fourth quarter.
Obviously a tall task tomorrow night for the Indians. They face Carl Junction here at home. You're facing your former coach that knows everything, anything and everything about Zane Grotjohn. They played against each other in the Holiday Classic. Seneca lost by 20, 70-50. Grotjohn was still able to get some points, but he's going to have the kind of help he had tonight with Harris and Brown to have a shot at pulling off the upset tomorrow night. I think there may be a little bit of extra motivation for these guys, knowing the fact that they're playing their former coach as well.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. But, yeah, you're going to have the help. You're going to have to total team effort. That's what you're going to have.
Seneca comes away with the victory tonight. 60-53 is your final score. We're at the top of the 9 o'clock hour. You're listening to KNEO 91.7 FM, Neosho Joplin, live online at kneo.org. That will do it for us here this evening. Once again, Seneca pulls away in the second half on the boys' side for a 60-53 victory. Our next Seneca broadcast tomorrow night as the Indians are here at home against Carl Junction. That is internet only. Friday night, they head to Diamond. I believe that game will be on the radio. That is a 7:30 tip time on Friday night. Busy week of basketball here on the KNEO Sports Network. So, the post-game show is sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. For our studio producer, Daniel Moore, for Coach Darryl Harbaugh, and Ben Wolcott saying so long here from Seneca. We thank you so much for watching high school basketball here on the KNEO Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.